This one's a bit over the box.
I can't
Oh,
fix it.
right. Okay. No.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Look, that's not eykir, and that's not Flipheal. Something needs to flip.
Oh, they're
Heal.
sitting in the wrong spots. One
They're
second.
sitting where they're sitting. Counterpoints.
Did you roll this?
I did.
Why did you not make sure it was a Rinkacy?
Because I didn't think to.
There. Now they're named correctly.
Yay.
All right. Now you're ready. You're ready.
I guess we should start talking now.
Good.
All right. Welcome, everybody. This is the start of the SMZ3 in-person tournament. We have a qualifier going. On Restream, we have Flipheal versus eykir, chosen in large part because we want to make sure that we got some people that maybe potentially don't get Restreams, and more importantly, we want people that aren't guaranteed to get in or aren't guaranteed to not get in. But most importantly, eykir and Flipheal are ALTTPR league teammates, so we already see divergence.
Yes, we do.
My name is Tracy, and with me today is Shy Guy, or some people know him as Metroid MSD. How are you doing?
I am fine.
All right. Yeah, we look at this. We have eykir going down to Retro Bryn. You don't usually see this early on here.
This,
2 items in logic because we are doing hard mode today.
this is a choice. That's all I'm going to say about this.
It is a choice. I mean, there's something good here. I mean, there's a bottle here, so you can turn in bottle. Sick kid right away when you get into Kakariko, so that could be something.
Well, it could be. And this is going to be a longer seat, so there'll be plenty of time to make
Yeah,
up for whatever this
absolutely.
mistake is.
I mean, again, if there's something on Sick Kid, eat very vanilla tank. Yeah, see, and this is I'd rather just be trash here and just reset, honestly. All right, Ike, you're gonna head on up
Ooh.
because yeah, good bush crab with the bombs. We like that. And we're gonna do a quick lumberjack check. $20
Yeah,
rupees,
fun.
so we don't care about lumberjack. That's good. Oh,
That-
nice. Yeah, nice. Yeah, you go
You
back
want
to
that.
that. Yeah. We don't know when the swords are going to come, so having lots of bombs, super useful. That's a right side wall jumps. I don't think sorry, left side. I don't think I've seen a left side wall
Not
jump.
all the pirates are.
Yeah, exactly. So that's interesting. Super missile there is nice. And
So we're mostly going to get the same checks from eykir now. So Flipheal's going to...
we have a slight kind of sort of lead. Ice rod. Okay.
That means TR is a pendant. I think it's safe for our tracker to put that up already.
And cape on the floating island. Sorry, on Lake Hylia Island.
It's
I
floating
mean,
on
it is
the water.
floating on the water instead of in the air like it does in
So there's really not much in the beginning that's too interesting with the SMZ3. You're mostly trying to collect your basic ammos for Metroid.
Yep.
Figure out what your next progression is in this, or your progression for this sphere to get into the next sphere.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and so far we don't have a lot of money, so bottle vendor probably going to be orphaned. It's pretty common at SMZ3 to have that happen. Hopefully runners have a plan to get it later. I mean, it might not be anything good, so we'll see. Canis Samaria is nice. That magic drop is nice for eykir, but not that he has anything to use it with, but
You just like having it.
right, now we'll go ahead and check out the well. Look, maybe the well has something.
Well, wouldn't that be special?
It sure would be. Okay, so what do we got in the well? We have an E-tank. That's kind of nice.
This is hard logic,
Makes
so
that-
that's
yeah,
second
yeah.
E-tank. Could come into play.
Tail runs are in logic after a certain number of tanks. Heart container, so, you know, a little bit of health that way. Missiles, bombs. Okay, so, yeah, thanks, Kakariko. We still have 2 more checks for Flipheal. eykir will get an extra check with that bottle.
Yep.
I wasn't sure that bomb was actually going to hit. That was like what Z1R does with their bombs. And you just get a bomb refund. Although, you know, it is kind of nice that we have, you know, the bomb capacity, not super interesting, but every once in a while it's kind of nice to see that 13 number.
Yep. We did get a map check from eykir, so we got
Green Pendant Eastern, we have
2
crystals at Desert and Tower Hera. This is randomized boss tokens, no boss tokens in the light world. And Flipheal, yeah, he's gonna go ahead and leave. It's just too slow. I mean, that bottle vendor is just too slow to farm for that. So, space jump, okay. Maybe we come back to that with boots. Actually, probably come back to that with boots. Honestly, I would.
Really? I'm surprised by this. Getting a blind check of the race game here.
Yeah, with his
Plenty
little
of bombs.
yeah, I mean with this little progression as we've seen, I like the blind race game check because you know you've gotten nothing, so let's hope this is the something. Okay,
That's
it's
our
not.
first power
I mean,
bomb.
it's not the real something, but that first power bomb pack is kind of important, so you pick it up, and you would go back for it most likely.
It might be the only one available for a while.
Yeah, I mean, this guaranteed to be a power bomb pack Sphere 1. Aha, morph ball. Well, see, now you have something to use those power bombs with.
Yep. I don't know. I think you take that straight back into Metroid.
I'd like to do the South Shore checks first. Hope you get a second power bomb pack. More supers is nice. Like, see, that's another good thing to have for
Yeah, it's
for Super
good to have,
Metroid.
but it's not going to make any difference in Brinstar.
A little bit.
No, if a power bomb shows
Power,
up. then
yeah, an extra power bomb pack is what you really want here, because 5 power bombs through Brinstar, while doable, it's kind of awful.
Yeah.
And when I say is doable, you have to know right where to actually place all the power bombs to not run out. So, we'll get wave beam, which in hard mode means absolutely nothing. Oh, here's that sick kid check. Just 10 arrows,
See,
so
I
that's a
told-
little unfortunate. Flipheal is going to go ahead and take this over to Agena.
With these bombs, I would be taking this toward Moldarm and leaving this.
I would.
I wouldn't be in here still, but if I were.
No, I'm not a big fan of doing this when you have all the things you need to kill the mini Moldorms. But you know, it is a qual, so I think the safer play and the being slightly more thorough, it makes a certain amount of sense. Just to give you all an idea of how the qual works, we have 13 people playing the qual. Top 8 are going to move on, and anyone that doesn't make the top 8 has the option to play in an alternate bracket. The alternate bracket, of course, will be not restreamed and will be normal mode, but we want people to be able to play race SMZ3 if they want to.
Playing normal logic sounds more like a punishment, but
Okay, so now Flipheal is going to go ahead and do the South Shore check, the rest of the South Shore check. So we'll see if Mini Moldorm Cave has anything for us. There's eykir's morph ball. Let's see what he does with this. Okay, also going to go South Shore. Interesting that neither runner has touched Hyrule Castle. A lot of runners like to do at least the Uncle check early, just for those extra possible resources before going into Kakariko. So I mean, if the runners go in there later and find just like a ton of money, that could be a feels bad a little bit.
Well, there's money.
Yeah, we have 52 rupees on Flipheal's side. eykir also had 52, so he must have gotten a rupee somewhere because he hasn't gotten that single rupee yet.
Looks like this is going to be chased all the way to Ice Rod Cave. Or probably setting up for a flipper, actually.
Could do that. I mean, this is the kind of situation where I might fake flipper because we've gotten so little. I mean, we have the ability to do quite a bit of SM with that morph ball. But, you know, if you could maybe stall a little bit, get a speed booster, not Orphan Waterway, but if I'm choosing between following morph ball into Brinstar and going into Pendant Eastern, no, I'm following the morph ball into SM.
There it is.
All right, Ice Rock Cave, you got anything for us?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the extra power
That's
bomb pack
actually
is
really
good.
good.
Yeah, that's when. Yeah, okay. I've got 2 power bomb packs. I've got a morph bomb going into SM. Flipheal says no, I'm not going into SM. So let's see. Maybe probably going to the eastern area. That's really all. No, wait. We're gonna go into the castle.
It's going to go.
And actually, he's got a pretty good set of equipment if he actually just wants to do front of escape. Because you got plenty. You got 12 bombs. Kana Samaria does really good work. The ice rod will one-shot most guards. Just not the green guards, and the green guards being resistant to Ice Rod is why a Link to the Past by itself, standard mode, cannot start with Ice Rod. Because that would be a fun start, right? Start with your Ice Rod. You're not going to have an Ice Rod hunt, but we kind of did that. We got an early Ice Rod. Uncle has $20 that would not have put us over the top for bottle vendor.
So guards just going to sit there.
And another super pack. Okay, so our super missiles early are pretty good. Now it always feels good when you get a lot of early supers. Okay, and Flipheal is going to take this right into the front of escape. I like this. If you're not going to prioritize SM right now, I do like this. eykir looks like he's headed to SM.
Yeah, he's headed straight back to super.
I like that too. Like, these are both, I think, very reasonable plays at this point of the seed. eykir has that extra energy tank from Blue Bryn.
We didn't have power bombs, gauntlets, an option.
Yeah, and totally in logic because we can wall jump to it. And that's what we're
right
doing.
there.
I mean, it's pretty safe with power bombs. eykir's going to be a little bit careful, but he's going to be able to get through this. I mean, the acid does hurt. Just don't fall in. You're fine. It's fine. Also, while we're doing this, we have Link Force on the tracking. One of the best trackers in the business. Just, you can see his hand there. Or her hand, I'm sorry. See, one shot, and there's more money. Flipheal with 93 rupees, getting close to that bottle vendor, but gosh, unless I'd want something else to send me back there. I don't know. We'll see what he does.
They do have powder, so a hammer would at least get them back.
Yeah, if a bottle or a hammer or something to make, or a flute to activate, like something that would make me have more than one thing to do. And we get frozen guard strats. Gotta love it. Oh no, eykir. Okay, we're fine. It's just rupees. Falling down just one side really hurts if the other side has something you want. Okay, Flipheal's going to head over to looks like heading over to Eastern.
Yep. Got a couple competing ideologies so far. Flipheal does not want to touch super.
Yeah, I mean, like, Flipheal is one of our Link to the Past mains. eykir, I would say, is more Link to the Past, but a little more, I'd say a little more SM than Flipheal. eykir has entered tournaments. Flipheal has never done an SM only. Whereas, obviously, they both play Link to the Past because they're ALTTPR League teammates, so. Another power bomb and speed. Okay, well, now we're going into SM for sure.
Yep. That makes it worth it.
That's really nice. And we get the save and quit, and we're going to reset, and that's exactly what I'd be doing with that speed booster. First thing we're gonna do, we're gonna check crate tier power bombs. So this will be a new check for us. And we
And
get
a
a
sword.
nice. We get a
Nice.
sword. Just don't fall in the acid, please. Okay, this is fine. Okay, we're good. We're good. Nothing to see here. We're all fine.
Little acid never hurt anybody.
A little acid never hurt anyone. A lot of acid has hurt a lot of people. So far, not a whole lot in the Brinstar loop. And Flipheal also going to go ahead and do this check. Or, maybe?
Oh,
Oh,
here
we're
we
going to
go.
do a speed. You can do it with speed booster. I'm not sure I like doing it with speed boost just because you're going to use up a ton of
Especially if you
energy,
spark
and you've only
straight up.
got one power bomb. You only got one E-tank, so it's still dangerous. So it is going to have to be a little bit more careful.
It's okay. This is perfectly safe. Okay, never
Oh,
mind.
that's not
That's
how
it.
you want to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is not how you want to do that, because when you power bomb those, you want to have the acid low enough that when you power bomb those blocks, you're not going to be landing in the acid, and then
Yep.
and then at that point you're just kind of panicking. So that's probably why the yapping maul got him.
Yep. Has to recollect the sword, but nothing too much.
I think
Oh,
yeah,
yeah, that's it.
saved
Never mind.
saved after.
Don't
the-
even have to recollect
See,
it.
yeah, we have Link Force, and we have several of the peanut gallery behind us telling us that he is a save.
I'm just seeing if they're all paying attention back there.
I mean, yeah. It's nice to know they're all paying attention back there. There you go. Now do the now you do the power bomb. I also like supering the yapping maul. Now you just wait. You have to wait on the acid. Grapple beam is nice because we can now just do X-ray whenever. Grab that
This is
E-tank.
definitely setting us up for a heat run.
Yeah, we've got 5 E-tanks. That's like all the heat runs in Logic. Yeah, I mean, it's not a hard, fast rule, but generally speaking, the hell runs in SMZ3 typically require 1 extra tank compared to what you'll see in a typical Super Metroid randomizer. With the logic that tends to be used for races in the SMR League. I don't know.
That'll work.
Yeah, okay, just enough.
Ooh.
Spring Ball, okay. Spring Ball is actually significant in hard mode because it does put things in logic, including certain Spring Ball jumps off walls and Sulis Meridia. But we have a lot more to go before we can even consider Sulis Meridia. But heat runs definitely on the table. Flipheal, we're also remembering to do this check here. It's just a missile.
Okay, I was wondering if I would remember his maybe.
Yeah, this is one of those places that in normal mode would not be in logic, but you do it anyway, without wave beam. But here, the wave beam just is like just a convenience, not a logical item.
So Flipheal's just now joining in Brinstar. We'll have a bit more efficient with that speed booster.
Yep.
We'll have one extra item check available.
So eykir maybe or may not. He's got enough power bombs that could do blueprints easily enough. But little less incentive since he's already done 2 of the items. But it looks like he is going to head over there. Okay, X-ray scope. Are we even? Yeah, we're not grabbing it. Okay. Okay, so eykir doesn't like X-ray scope. We just learned something. I would grab it this early because if you get charge in plasma, then it just makes certain boss fights just super easy. But
And with the
like,
lack of fanfares in SMZ3,
yeah, it's not like you're
minimal.
wasting 7 seconds here. But you definitely want extra
do want the
supers.
supers.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it's, with Flipheal having stayed in Link to the Past longer, we see the difference in supers. Before that one, it was 10 more supers for Flipheal, which is nice. I mean, we're nowhere near getting to the point where we want to do Ridley, but it's really nice if you can have 30 supers for the Ridley fight, even if you have charge beam, unless you have like full beam combo or something, because the supers fight is just faster.
Yep.
All right, what do we got at Billy Mays? Another super pack and 50 rupees. Okay, well.
Take the money, but not X-ray.
I mean, there's still Zora, there's still Bottle Vendor, there's still Pod to pay for potentially, there's still things to buy. All right, now eykir is going to head up. Back to, let's see, we have one more check that he can get and one more that he can scout if he wants to. Meanwhile, Flipheal only on 67 health might want to get at least a little bit more since the side hoppers can just wreck you if you get hit.
Yeah, the giant side hopper deals 80 damage with no suits.
That's a different pixel than I use and a different pixel than I've seen before. So
It's an impossible trick.
it's not an impossible trick. There's like 4 or 5 different pixels you can use. Come on.
They're all impossible.
So you'd be just going and killing Spore Spawn. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Okay. just checking. eykir is going to do this scout. I'm personally not a huge fan of this. First of all, look at this room is just awful if you get stuck. But second of all,
This is a very slow scout.
it's slow, and third of all, it really orphans Waterway, hard orphans Waterway to be by itself. So if there's something good here, which there isn't, I mean, 300 rupees, I would take that right now if I could pick it up. But you're not coming back for that I mean,
Nope.
I'm not going to say there isn't a world in which those rupees could come in handy enough to pick up, but it's unlikely. You'd have to be Zora last location, really hard up for rupees. You just found Speed Booster. So the things that would have to happen for eykir to go back for that, just I don't see it happening.
Your biker is going to get 230 up here. And the one boss, Bomb Trees.
Yeah. Yep, and they did make the change. I guess it's been a couple of years now, where Bomb Treezo, instead of activating if you have bombs, activates if you pick up the item. So you'll see more runners skip that item than you used to.
That side hopper was not.
That was out for blood. Spazer. Okay, well, as long as we don't already have plasma, that's fine.
Yep.
So a nice beam combination to move forward in. Flipheal gets his grapple beam. We'll see if he also does the blue grin trip. It's a little more with one. He hasn't done the 2 checks at the beginning, and 2 gets the extra check at climb
Shaft
supers.
supers,
Yeah. So a little more incentive for Flipheal to go do that.
We're not getting
Yeah,
that.
I mean, honestly, you might pick that up in the old days, but now that you have to do a Bomb Treezo fight to pick up a heart piece, you're not doing that. And Flipheal get a big moment here as Flipheal checks Waterway. eykir not having that speed booster yet.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a problem for eykir.
That
is definitely a problem for eykir. That could be, especially having checked the shaft supers, that could be last location for eykir now.
It is possible that is not required.
It is possible.
I'm not putting that as a high probability.
I
though.
mean, TR and Skullwoods both being pendants, plus Ice Palace getting Bombos for Ice Palace, or also being a pendant. plus.
Well, we have one pendant already.
Oh,
so
never
all
mind.
three
They can't.
be.
So we need Bombos for Ice Palace. Yeah, that fire rod's probably gonna
It's
require.
almost definitely required.
Like there is a world in which we can come up with a world in which it's not, but
Would you say a seed flipped?
Roger's not here. They're playing their race elsewhere. All right, so we're gonna head down. eykir going ahead, going into Rex ship, and with the grapple beam, this makes a lot of sense. You've got 6
Oh, and
E-tanks,
spring ball.
like,
Spring
yeah.
ball's another way across the moat. That's
Oh, that's
easy.
right. Oh, nice half magic. We like half magic.
Yeah, they gave you a half fire rod too.
So does Flipheal pick up the X-ray? Okay, there we go.
Oh.
Flipheal picking up the X-ray. Picks up the bottle. And Flipheal, for now, skipping opening missiles. I don't even remember what that was, so it probably wasn't anything, but...
It wasn't anything important.
And with that speed booster, can just use speed booster to jump up here, so that's kind of nice. All right, Rex ship first item is absolute trash. We have 10 arrows. All right, time for our first boss fight, our first real boss. Well, we saw Bomb Chorizo sitting there, but we're definitely for our first required boss. Potentially required boss. This is your cue to complain about pendants and SM.
I might get very angry soon.
All right, Flipheal just decides to do this on the way back. Oh, it's super. So, I mean, it's good to pick those up.
It's good, but it's not really.
Like, yeah, I
It's
mean,
not
if
game-changing.
yeah, if Flipheal had forgotten that location, as can happen, Flipheal would have been fine. But Flipheal's gonna get the 300 rupees because I don't think you're scouting those rupees. You're just gonna
You
get
just
them.
go for that
Just
item. Eykir's got a couple of smaller Dopplers on this. Should be able to finish off Fantoon this round. As I say that.
Yeah, it looked like we got an extra shot in there, so.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, we're ready for the super.
And this is a strat, just destroying the.
Yeah, you know, if you're gonna use ammo to do this, just use the power bombs. You only need
Yes.
3 of them. You've got like 8. you've got enough to not soft lock.
Oh my gosh.
Now is your real cue to complain. Now, I mean, if you're gonna get a pendant in SM, this is the one that still could be required because there's a lot of items behind Fantoon. But
It's Rex ship,
It's
which
not
is
ideal.
already very garbage.
I know,
and now it's a pendant.
yeah. Yeah,
That
and
is-
someone behind me just said, which means our fire rod is required. That is
Yep.
that is a true statement because that's 2 pendants, and which means both Turtle Rock and Skullwoods cannot be pendants now.
Yep. I think that location might burn eykir.
It might burn a few people, honestly.
Looks like we're just gonna do a safe scum for a Rex ship E-tank.
Yeah, I mean, I like this. You know, it's a common play in this in SMZ3 or in SM really, just to go ahead and be able to reset if this is trash.
It does have to do a sponge bath. It does
Yeah,
not have the speed booster.
Yeah, those power bombs are a bit low.
Could do a
Or
spring
sorry,
ball
they're
jump.
a bit high. You want the power bomb to be kind of right on the water line, like right there. That probably would have been good.
That will work.
That would no,
Well.
almost. That one also could have worked.
That's not going to.
Yeah, below the water line is never going to work. This is the other reason why to go ahead and save there. There we go. Let's go. Flipheal going to take a save. Maybe also going to head into the wreck ship.
Could do that. Could head down Red Brinstar. I actually think I would prefer heading down Red Brinstar in general at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of like the go down. I mean, we get so many E-tanks that like.
Yeah, like
especially with
that's
the
kind of
speed
pushing me
booster for
toward
Flipheal.
Norfair. Yeah, and
Yeah, you know,
speed
so you can
booster.
get to Bubble Mountain for free.
Yeah,
But also going to go to the wreck ship. Okay.
and wreck ship if it's required is quickly available from a reset from
Yep.
anywhere.
Yeah, all you have to do is, go ahead and resetting that E-tank.
I think it's
my
saying
E-tank
Norfair.
might save you in your hell run.
It's got six already.
No, I would reset that E-tank as well. Now, Flipheal going to do the charge across, the short charge across. So we'll probably get the item down there get the missile item there on the way out. But you have grapple beam, And you don't have high jump, so even just jumping this is not bad.
Yeah, for anyone watching, doing short charges is not an easy thing. If you've watched any of the Super Metroid Randos earlier, you'll see players that are able to do them fairly consistently.
Yeah, they
make it
look
look easy. It is not.
It's definitely not.
Okay.
Okay, so we had to kill Pendant Fantoon.
Well, this would have come up pretty quick if you had gone down.
Oh,
anyway.
for sure. I mean, we don't have actual proper Dark World access anyway because we don't
Yeah,
have a glove
that's
or
not-
hammer. So,
So having that's nice, but it's not going to do anything.
it's not
for
gonna.
eykir
Yeah,
right now.
it doesn't. Literally opens nothing right now.
Definitely not over the moon finding it.
Remind me why I asked you to go on this race.
I don't know why you asked me in the first place.
Okay, heart piece there, so eykir won't get burned by that location.
Now, the Sky Missile is going to lose a lot of time if
Yeah.
eykir is going after that. Which in this spot you should, because you're not
You
coming
don't
back
want to
here.
ever come back here. So you either you do it or you just hope that it doesn't burn you.
And especially without high jump, this is actually fairly tricky.
It needs to be on a higher trooper, I think.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah, it needs to be on this one.
So
that one will work.
yeah, like that tripper is, you can wall jump off of them, but it is very tricky to do.
Okay, so just the trippers don't. They're one
Oh,
of the.
that's
Oh,
gonna
no,
kill it.
No! Don't power bomb it. Oh, okay, we gotta reset the room now. If we're
Or-
gonna go get it, or we're just gonna not get it. I'd have taken that heart container honestly. It's just,
Thinking about this, yep.
and and it's tough. Like in a 1v1, I think you do just skip that.
Yeah.
But in a qual, it's a bigger risk in a qual,
Yep.
because you're playing, in this case, 12 other people, and if you miss it, that could be the difference between making it. If it's something important, it could be the difference between getting in and not getting in.
Yep.
Whereas 1v1, like if it's the thing, then
You're
Oh,
probably lost.
yeah, and if it's not the thing, then you just gained a bunch of time by not doing it. So.
So yeah, there you see the wall jump off the tripper. It is
It is doable.
possible, but
It gets a little bit better if you have Ice Beam, yeah. So the Tripper hadn't quite gotten, there we go, yeah. It's going to be wherever you leave it, because it's not a universal enemy. It's going to move when it's on screen and only when it's on screen. Super Metroid has 2 types of enemies. The universal type will move whether it's on screen or not.
And they travel the galaxy.
Yeah, with Flipheal trailing eykir in this particular set of checks, we'll be paying attention to what eykir is getting. Flipheal, as long as he doesn't decide to just leave, is going to get that Moon Pearl, and it's just missiles. And you know what? We worked so hard to get it, we're going to take it. And to be fair, we don't know where Charge Beam is, so, you know, not having to worry about ammo. Did we turn off?
I forgot the spring ball cell.
Looks like Flipheal also going to do the save scum of the E-Tank.
Yep.
With
Going to have a much easier time through Sponge Bath with Speed Booster.
Yep. But please don't hit the spikes. With power, so it's, I believe, 200 damage if you hit the wrong spikes in here.
Yeah, the cameras will deal 200.
And would probably like to keep that E-Tank for the refill, but I don't think, even with that nice refill, I don't think it's going to be worth it. So probably resets. Yeah, and taking it really, really careful. Does grab the E-Tank. Looks like he wants to keep it.
Same tanks for that. And
meanwhile, we're going to get a new check here from eykir. It's
there's
a
another
sword.
sword.
Okay. That'll be Flipheal's Master Sword.
Yep. Now we'll see what Flipheal does when he gets to the top of Wreck Ship, but with Speed Booster, he should. Ideally, you don't want to see him scalp the Wreck Ship reserve item.
Right. In Major, Minor, SM only, I typically like the Scout. In anything that's full randomizer, and of course SMZ3 is always full randomizer, because you're already going to get the enemy on the Chozo statue, I prefer not the Scout. Because you're already going that direction, so I think it's a waste of time, unless you have exactly Spring Ball, no Speed Booster, which is what eykir had.
Yeah.
And going to head down Red Tower right now. Unfortunately, it doesn't quite get all the enemies.
That spark was
That was
not
a
great.
little, yeah, it was a little bit low. And you know, it's a common any percent strat for old route, but that strat has high jump boots in old route, so it ends up being slightly easier to get the height you need.
Yeah,
on
Speed
this,
Booster
on
without
the,
high jump is an
it's a thing.
experience.
And Flipheal sees that Moon Pearl, knows he has to grab it. I like to call this room the most annoying room in the game, because it's not that hard, but those robots are so annoying. There's a bow and bombs. We'll skip the Link to the Past bombs. You know, probably have plenty of bombs in Link to the Past. You're never really keeping track, so every once in a while you're like, maybe I should grab those just in case, but we'll be
You're
fine.
normally fine with
Yeah.
those.
But yeah, obviously you're grabbing the bow, so we might see some Eastern Palace coming up pretty soon.
Yeah, that bow will get eykir toward the Speed Booster in Saha's closet.
Yeah, and
That's not going to push him toward Waterway.
Not immediately, no. Flipheal will just do Eastern. Now, of course, in SMZ3 we don't have the advanced Link to the Past logic. Fire Rod does not put.
Although Eastern is a pendant.
Yeah, it's green pendant.
That doesn't mean anything.
No, you're right. I mean, yeah, I'm always the one that says I hate it. Oh, but it's green pendant. It's one extra check. But point being that bow, that
They really don't.
The Fire Rod does
depending
not
on
put
what
Armos
progression
Knight, yeah.
comes up.
Fire Rod does not put Armos Knights in Logic. We would need a Lamb to actually be in Logic on there. Careful, eykir. I think his last save is in the wreck ship, so he'd have to go back and he'd have to go back and do that for the sword and the Moon Pearl. The sword wouldn't be that big a deal, but the Moon Pearl could be a problem. And just rupees, I might have grabbed those honestly. Just get through this room. There's a refill at the bottom. It's all good.
eykir's a professional. Doesn't need a refill. Doesn't need the lights.
All right, we're good. We're good.
This Master Sword will be very nice to have before any sort of bosses.
Yeah, I mean, people talk about the upgrade from Master to Temper being the biggest, but honestly, the biggest from Fighter Sword to Master Sword. Because if nothing else, like, you can't even kill Ganon with a Fighter Sword. I believe that's bottle 3? We've got
2.
lots of... Is it only 2? Okay.
I think it's 2.
Yeah, it's the one... We did update the tracker to have more of the items, and the bottle is the one thing that missed the cut. Okay, not a fan of opening the tube when you don't have Gravity Suit there.
If you're not planning on entering Meridia, I don't.
Because you can get a nice boost from the from that bomb.
Yeah, especially if you
and
end up doing
launch
Suitless.
yourself right up there. And yeah, Flipheal does go back and get the half magic. Has to be a little bit careful with 90 health here.
The ship's just over there.
And we're going to head over to Kraid's Lair for eykir. Now, I believe the percentage chance of a second pendant in SM is something like 3%. Let's hope that stays nice and low, because
You are really setting this up.
no. let's hope that we don't have another one here. You know, because so everyone knows when they randomize all the boss items. You can do a map check and find out whether it's a pendant crystal, boss token, etc. when you're in the correct area. Typically, you don't do that in Wreck Ship because, Fantoon just unlocks the whole thing anyway. Yeah. Typically, you don't do that in Kraid because Kraid's fast. Typically, you'll do that more in Meridia or Norfair. Nice quick kill.
Yep.
Yeah, and thank you, eykir,
It's
for
one of our
not
5,
making
6.
me a liar and saying the Kraid is fast.
Oh, that money.
Yeah, we'll grab that money. It's a little more direct. And it was not a pendant.
No.
Okay, it was a red crystal even.
Yes, it was a red crystal.
Yeah, again, shout outs to Link Force tracking and seeing that. Well, I just completely missed it.
So it'll be a bow coming up for Flipheal here. Another E-Tank.
I mean, if
we
this is
we still don't have
insane,
much else to do, so.
It's a little more difficult for eykir. His only way to Bubble Mountain is to do a spring ball jump. So for him, I would definitely do the ice beam check. I might wait on. I might just go back and clean up some Link to the Past before committing to a hell run with a spring ball jump.
Although eykir has been pushing super in the seed a bit more, so.
Mm-hmm. See if Croc escape item has anything. It is a super missile, which, if we're low on ammo late in the game, not a bad thing to pick up, but we're not going to run over to Crocomire
No.
because of that super missile. Flipheal's turn at X-ray.
Ooh,
Oh,
it's
there's okay. We got a glove that opens a few things. It gives
not
us
quite Dark World yet,
yeah,
but it's close.
and it's out of logic mountain axis. It is back of escape.
Don't you dare. No. No.
Oh well. I'm sure some of your viewers are putting your trash tanks in the. No, okay, I'm disappointed. None of your
If
viewers
they're not,
are here.
they're not
I
doing
don't
their job. I'm very disappointed in this. We had a pendant. Somebody picked up a reserve on purpose.
I mean, we might end up with like Flipheal might pick it up too. We'll see.
He's too far ahead to pick it up. That's why he's ahead.
Oh, okay, I see. All right, one of the worst checks in the game, especially without the various suit. We're going to do the crumble tower, see if there's anything here. There is. That's in logic. So now the best way to get out of here is just ball up into a spring ball and spring ball all the way up. I personally would just have immediately balled up and you just hold jump and you're never going to fall.
Yep.
He does get out okay. Meanwhile, Flipheal leaving the bottle. I mean, you can. It's kind of funny. You can tell certain, sometimes you can tell which game is the main game people play by the skips they make. All right, eykir is going to go ahead and do the ice beam check. This is still enough E-tanks to do it.
Oh yeah, plenty safe with this.
Not when you go back through eykir? What? Okay.
RNG
That's
manipulation.
that's an interesting way to do the ice beam check. I mean, maybe just was concerned that
I just wanted to get the scent of it.
yeah, I just was concerned about the health, but it was enough. Looks like, but I mean, with the mitts, I can see just not wanting to take chances and going ahead. It's an important item. Oh, we're just gonna move on. So we'll have to pay particular attention when Flipheal gets there and see if that's anything that eykir is orphaning.
Yeah, both gloves are in logic, so Dark World just opened up.
Yep. Yeah, so the idea there is there's a lag reduction strat you could do with that bomb, and that's not how that works.
He was placing that more to actually put Samus into this particular position.
And okay, so gets the quick kill, so we're good there. Now, there's not a whole lot we can do on the mountain, but it makes sense to go ahead and rescue the old man. Unfortunately, just a heart piece. We don't need heart piece. I mean, we're not
safe and quick.
Yeah, we're not to the point where it's like, oh my God, another heart piece. We have plenty of health, but like, I mean, 7 hearts is pretty good this early. But yeah, without a hook shot or a mirror, there's only one more. There are 2 more things we can check, but only one of which we can get. And well, the mirror locked single rupee is just.
I think they'll skip that one.
I mean, I won't say they'll skip it, but if they pick it up, it won't be on purpose.
He is going to pick up that bombos, which.
Yeah, I mean, you have to pick up the bombos. That could be Ice Palace access. That could be Medallion. It could be Meyer or Turtle Rock access. And yeah, save and quit makes sense. So that ice beam is forever orphaned on eykir's side. And Flipheal having this many E-tanks, like I would just do those checks first, and then if there's an E-tank, at high jump booths, you get the nice refill. And with 7 you've got 8 E-tanks.
I would actually do it the other way, well, actually, maybe not.
With this many E-tanks.
With Speed Booster, there was an option to take Southern Route, but
yeah.
That's not actually.
Yeah, that's actually a good point. We could.
Either way will work fine.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We got a mail upgrade.
That's nice. So now that 7 hearts is a lot more. Ah, so close to skipping. I love the face plant.
So both these runners will be going through intense training regimen after this.
I mean, if they both miss, you'll just blame it on the reserve tank, right?
It's clearly the fault. There was an inkling there. A glimmer of hope.
Oh.
Now that would have been really nice to have in the first game through.
Nice, low money bottle vendor item. Shout outs to anyone that chose to farm Cackwell to get that. Now, to be fair, it doesn't really put many new things in Logic anyway.
Let's give
So it's
them
not
minor
a
shed.
huge.
They can check the medallion.
With the mitts, yeah, there are a few things. Just a heart container for Flipheal at the ice beam check. So
These people turning down heart containers.
well, next year if we do it this way, we'll just make sure we get a couple of SM mains and we'll skip the reserve tanks and pick up the heart containers. How does that sound?
So our last pendant wasn't pod.
Okay.
So
So interestingly enough, that's potentially bow not required. This is since it is fast Ganon.
do need Quake.
Yeah, Quake for Misery Mire. Flipheal gets his.
And it's going to take
And he's
Southern
also,
route. Yep.
okay, we're just taking Southern route. This works good.
I would say Southern route was good, but they got reverse swept in the Rando League.
Yeah, that was a thing that happened. We got plenty of ammo for Crocomire. Not that you technically need a ton of ammo because his drops,
Yeah.
but like, I know only a few people that. I know almost no one enjoys the low percent croc fight, and most people aren't good at it
Who
either.
doesn't love RNG?
All right, eykir, we have money. eykir, we have
What?
money. Okay, so
He did bottle vendor.
okay.
That's
oh,
where
he
the
did.
flute
Okay,
came
never
from.
mind. Oh, he's done bottle vendor. Yeah, Flipheal hasn't done it yet.
No,
'cause he's
Flipheal's
still
been in Super.
He's still in Super.
Flipheal's been playing a good game.
Okay, so we're gonna go and yeah. So we'll go and do. Let's see, maybe you do Thieves Town. We'll see if what the front four is and what the odds are of something being left behind the big chest. We gotta.
Yeah, without Hammer,
It's always a risk.
never bitten anyone though, so it's pretty safe. Although Blind is the best boss to not have any greater sword on.
Okay, so the
The trick is charge your shine spot, jump past the pillar,
yeah.
and then
If you
shine
shine,
spark through the door.
you can get a shine spark, and it'll last long enough for you to go ahead and just shine spark next to the door. But we also have grapple beam, so we could just do that.
Grapple is good.
Oh,
there's-
okay. Well,
So no heat
no
runs
heat
actually.
runs. No heat runs required.
Just a little one for the mitts.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
that's-
honestly, the mitts in the Crumble Tower is kind of nasty.
But that's about what 2 E-tanks for Logic.
I believe I'm gonna say 3 for SMZ3. It might only be 2 for SMR for the settings we typically use.
I think it's 1 for SMR.
In Crumble Tower, okay, whatever.
I don't know.
Um,
Look, I don't know anything. You're the one who organizes it.
okay, so far we haven't found a small key. I believe we did get a map. There's the big key.
Yep.
Well, maps and compass are the same. As Link Force corrects me. Silvers are nice. I mean, we don't necessarily need bow, but like we can use silvers in places.
I mean, if they don't find another sword, silvers are nice for Ganon.
Also,
Vitreous.
I was gonna say and Vitreous, you know, and for a lot of people, it's actually nicer for Vitreous than for Ganon. Okay, 20 rupees. and bomb. So 2-item front, but no small key.
Don't. Thank you.
I think I like the choice of eykir's making. Just go ahead and do this now.
Yep.
There is still a chance that the small key shows up in Zelda Cell. 50% chance that it's there. But even if it is, there's still another dungeon item. But no boots yet, so and darn does it feel bad walking through these down. It's definitely a dungeon where the boots improves things. So I'm not sure what Flipheal's plan is with only 3 E-tanks. There are a few places to farm plus the refill, so maybe just decides to use that. Don't land in the acid.
There's an injury refill, a couple rooms to the right.
Yep. So we're probably going to ban that super missile forever. But at 4540, we're probably going to
You're
be fine.
not too worried about that at this point.
And if at the end we desperately need a super missile, we know where there is one. Okay, we got a lamp. So now Eastern is in logic. Shout outs to the green pendant Eastern.
Do you think he's going to torch the place?
Maybe.
It's not going to give me the benefit of
No.
seeing. Got a lamp that lets you see things.
Okay, so Flipheal is probably going to go ahead and clear out.
Yeah, probably do
Mountain
these
as
bubble
well.
melt checks. Not scouting the item?
It's such an easy scout that you can then skip if it's nothing. We're just going to blind check it.
Yeah.
But if it's something good, I guess it's not even that big a time save if it's. And it's just a
Like
missile.
that's 10 seconds out of your way versus second and a half to scout it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I know this is a long game, but you keep giving away 10 seconds. That's going to add up.
Okay, so we're going to take the save over here and do the checks here and see if there's anything in Bubble Mountain. We did get the small key. So that means I believe it's now 50-50 that there's an item on the boss versus in the big chest. And yeah, with the spring ball, this is in logic that what Flipheal is trying to do. Actually, it's in logic just to deboost off the Ripper. So
Nicely done.
nicely done.
Well, lava is nicer than acid,
But still dangerous and still hard to move through. And I imagine with all this energy loss, if there's nothing over here, Flipheal just resets.
well, you got some crystal flashes. You should at least check the. Well, never mind. Not anymore. You just scalp these.
Yeah, okay, that's a reset. Yeah, there you go. Yep, that's a reset. Meantime, I did not see if what that was on blind.
Oh,
Okay, bomb.
so
So we're good. We don't have to worry about the big chest. That always feels good when you know you don't have to worry about that big chest. Big bomb's open. No, it's not. Big bomb is not open.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. We need Aga Axis or a hammer.
Yeah. Yeah. They can get it though, so
yes,
it's open.
there are ways to do it. Yes, there are ways
Wanna
to
just-
sequence break the big bomb.
You know, sometimes you just gotta go running through Hyrule with a giant bomb right behind you. Intimidate the enemies.
All right, so Flipheal's plan on getting across is to do another really nice spring ball jump and then grapple across. Other options would be running through the door, also the right side wall jumps.
Or some terrible wall jumps. But we are going to get a quick check of Skullwoods from eykir. At least the front.
Yeah, I mean, without the hammer, I usually do this before Thieves Town in hopes that I find the hammer. But I like this better without a hammer than I do with, because there are 3 small keys in Skullwoods, and you might get a bunch of small keys and a bunch of dungeon items.
That was a nice door correction from Flipheal.
Nice timing on the hand.
I'll give that a hand.
All right, one more set of checks over here for Flipheal. And just so far, these hell runs just not getting him anything. And now that we know the Varia is just available, this could end up just being a time waste. But on the other hand, if
We'll get to the item
he's-
at least.
Okay, he's
Crystal
setting up
Flash,
for a
yeah.
Crystal Flash just in case this is the thing. I would have checked the item, and if I could just reset, then I would just. Yeah, you're resetting that. Yeah, but
Well,
if
he's
it,
resetting
I
that.
would have checked the item and then damage down if it was something I wanted to keep, and then do the. It is safer to do the Crystal Flash in a not heated room because he just do
Just
it.
slightly.
And another small key in Skullwoods, and SMZ3 still has the guaranteed small
Yep.
key in Pinball Room, so we don't
One
check
more
that.
check.
I mean,
Unless the big key happens.
I mean, I'll often pick it up just to not have to deal with the Gipto key, but like,
That is true.
Yeah, there's no reason to necessarily pick it up. And Flipheal's gonna leave Upper Norfair, having found the same important things that eykir found.
Absolutely nothing.
Well, the glove and the mitts,
Yes, but
but the rest of it was nothing. We got silvers in Croc, so like it's not completely nothing, but yeah, pretty darn close.
Pod and Easton are both pendants.
Okay, so we're taking a save here. Why are we taking a save here? What have we? Because we already got Crumble and Ice Beam.
Okay.
Yeah, good call by
Cathedral.
Flipheal. I feel really dumb for forgetting this. We do have one more check here. And this is where you have to do that spring ball jump that we talked
Could
about.
have shine sparked it.
Could have shine sparked it, yeah. Or could have done it from the other side.
Or that. Yes.
Could still go back and do it from the other side.
Just to get the shine spark. Yeah.
There we go. Okay. And we'll see. You've got X-ray. This is another reason to another good use for X-ray is to actually use it for its vanilla intention right here because you don't take damage while you're X-raying. But since it's nothing, it doesn't matter. Meanwhile, eykir is grabbing the Smith without the mirror. One of the really slow checks. All right, Flipheal. Going to go back into Link to the Past, I assume, because I think we're basically done with in logic.
It's done
SM
in the
checks.
super. There's nothing else.
There's some
Already did the
very
speed checks.
There are
It's
extremely
all.
out of logic stuff we could do, but we're not doing that. And for anybody that watched the Hard Way to Hell tournament that ended recently, we're talking that level of extremely out of logic.
I don't think they're doing bootless lava dive.
No. Bootless, suitless lava dive.
At that point, suitless. This is irrelevant. You're going to die.
Okay, in the meantime, we're going to get a hype cave check from eykir. Okay.
See?
Okay, we got a mirror, so
See?
you could
Take the
just
Smith.
walk the Smith right back and mirror. And another bottle.
So we have a Master Sword.
Mm-hmm. And a lamp. You mentioned Pyramid Fairy.
Well, not just that, but we have no access to pod still.
We have no access to pod. That is correct.
So Aga's actually looking pretty strong right now.
Yeah, and both of these players, being good Link to the Past players, probably don't do Aga, and they probably do a Kern jump.
Yes, they probably do a current jump.
If they had boots, you could also do a water walk, which is easier, but with the mirror, you would be leaving. You'd have to either do Graveyard Ledge and go back, or you'd have to leave that orphaned. Yeah, Flipheal will probably grab that Bombos as well.
So is the Smith just need to get his exercise in.
Yeah.
I'm not actually sure if that's faster than just going back to Cathedral from Cave 45 or not.
I mean, Kakariko. Cathedral's in Super Metroid.
Yes.
I don't know which is faster either, but, like this.
This does not come up that much.
But
I
on the
don't
other
think anybody's
hand,
timed it.
if your plan is to grab the purple chest right afterwards, then it makes sense to just mirror, grab the purple chest, and turn that in. Flipheal in the meantime is going to head over and probably do a lot of the same checks that eykir just did. And we feel very bad when he gets the various suits that would have
Yeah.
made things a lot easier. I mean, he handled the hell runs just fine. There wasn't a ton of extra farming, but it is still going to be faster for eykir to do all the checks in that area.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't have anything to do. No, we do have powder. We don't have. Okay, we're going
No,
to do
the
powder
hammer.
this way. Yeah, we need to do it with the mirror. Nice long map check from Flipheal. We already have that information from eykir, but otherwise I'd shout it out for being a nice long map check that we can actually see. I believe it was a much longer check. Oh,
It was a
boy.
hook shot.
Okay, hook shot. Now we can do things on Death Mountain. Do you still current jump yet?
No.
Okay. Yeah, I would also follow that hook shot to Death Mountain. Flipheal doing the old ALTTBR strat where you just go ahead and fall down because you're guaranteed at worst to get the key in Pinball Room. And since there was a small key in the drop-down room, you just go ahead and open the door.
Alright, so with all these checks here, there's probably something useful.
Yeah, and also of note, Flipheal's going to be able to beat this dungeon right now.
Yes, Flipheal can just clear this out.
Also, have we seen back of Escape since we got the
Not
club?
we saw
Okay,
the back,
we
but
saw
not
the back,
not
okay.
Dark Cross.
Okay.
That's where the blue mail was.
Right, now I remember. Okay, so far, first two of Paradox Cave, trash. Alright, let's see if the other 5 of Paradox have anything. Heart container, 20 rupees. You will grab that heart container. 5 rupees, 50 rupees, 20 rupees.
95 rupees in a heart.
That's not the Paradox Cave that
Plus
eykir was hoping for.
a couple garbage items on the bottom. This is not a good Death Mountain so far.
Very sorry, thank you.
The plasma's hanging out there. I don't think anybody's going to be going for that.
If you find charge beam before you're up there again,
I guess
would
it
grab
depends also on some lower Norfair, how comfortable they are.
Also, how many missiles and super? What's your ammo by the time you can? Actually
They're
pick it
already
up?
pretty high on ammo, so I don't think that'll be an issue.
Oh, I mean, okay, we can pick it up now. I mean, it is a nice item. It's better than Spazer.
It is.
I would probably grab it just in case charge beam showed up, but not a huge deal. Oh, there's red mail.
You also skip left side swamp, so I don't think I trust your.
I will continue to skip left side swamp. All right, Flipheal finishes up. Is gonna finish up Skullwoods. I did not see if we got the second item. Second item was on the boss. And Super Bunny, let's see if we have anything on the Dark World side of East Death Mountain.
Hopefully, it's a bit more interesting.
Yeah.
A book or a shovel would at least provide some intrigue.
No, 50
A
rupees and a
mushroom?
missile.
Anything.
We're grasping at straws here.
This
gang.
hook shot is going nowhere. I really just grabbed on and it's not taking him anywhere.
And Flipheal doing the scout of the bumper ledge. We see nothing there.
And bombos for Turtle Rock.
Okay, we have that.
Yep.
We can't open it because we don't have a hammer, but we do have bombos. All right, Hookshot Cave, redeem Death Mountain for us.
I'm gonna have a stroke right now.
Yeah.
at least that was not.
Okay, yeah, eykir's gonna go ahead and grab that plasma beam. I mean, I think it's. I don't think it's a bad choice to grab it. I also don't think it's a bad choice.
After that
to skip
reserve
it,
tank,
yeah.
you need to save all the time you can.
Flipheal's turn to do these South Dark roll checks. We'll see if he also grabs the Smith. He doesn't grab the missile. And we're gonna go do
Get
do
Hera
Hera
out of the way.
because we can. We have mirror. And Flipheal goes ahead and grabs the Smith.
Also doing the same.
Yeah, again, walk it all the way to Hype Cave, and we'll see if he also returns with the mirror or does a save and quit and walks it back that way, or flutes it back that way. Heart piece in the basement cage for eykir. We're not going to grab that. Okay, yeah, I was wondering if we were going to grab that chest or not. And we're just immediately going to Herapod. Just so long as you remember that you did get a small key and opened that door. Because that I've seen that wreck runners before. There's not another item in Hera. I ever used the small key. Oh no, I never got the small key. Map, okay, 50-50 essentially. Between the boss and the big chest. Flipheal about to get that mirror.
Just going straight for the boss. Of course, we don't have the big key, so. Did we get the big key?
No, big key's in basement.
Oh. I forgot how this dungeon worked.
Yeah, well, I mean, it used to work, though. It used to be you had to go get the big key, but then this thing called Herapot became a thing. eykir, only with the fighter sword, is going to do 6 either slashes or spins. So that'll be when Flipheal gets to that fight, we'll be able to do it with just the Master Sword, 3 Master Sword spins. Okay, there we go. Nicely done by eykir. And Flipheal has decided to go the save and quit method to turn the Smith in. So maybe he's going to do the purple chest right away. We'll see. Now gets the flute. And shaking his head. Oh, good moment.
All right, so now
eykir's going to feel very bad in just a second. I mean, at this point, we're kind of running out of places to go, so I imagine he's going to actually go into Eastern.
And they really don't have much.
Logically,
like, eykir still has Bubble Mountain.
Yeah.
But there's not much else in Zelda to get done at this point without the hammer. Like, I guess they could current jump.
Mm-hmm. We do have...
It could be hammer and pod. In fact, it's...
Yeah, we do have the Myra. There's that speed booster for eykir.
Oh, it just quit.
Save and quit? Okay. Going to Sank. Where are we going? No, going to the mount. Okay, so this is just a flute away.
Going straight back to super. Or picking up the single rupee, but I think it's super.
I know, right? I think it's super. So eykir, yeah, I mean, this makes sense. Like, there's all this stuff. Now, you've got various suits. There's no reason not to do it. You have speed booster. You can get over to Bubble Mountain much quicker.
So, and Flipheal actually, with the way he routed with the Smith, does not have the hook shot.
That's
could not
true.
mirror.
It did
to get
not
down,
do the
so.
mirror to get the So that's kind of big. So
Now they
instead,
each have eykir's item's a bit worse,
it is a bit worse.
or a
I
lot
mean,
worse actually.
I mean, because the fire rod just doesn't block that much. So I don't know at what point you choose that
Yeah.
over whatever other choices you have.
And it's just so isolated. There's not a quick way to get there.
Yeah. We can go into LN. It's not ideal. If we want to do LN right now, we're doing a spring ball jump out of the screw attack room, or we're killing GT and we're doing a shine spark. But we have, I mean, the Flipheal doesn't have the plasma beam yet, right? Because he doesn't have the hook shot. So it's kind of an icky LN without plasma or screw attack. And for a top SM runner, that's probably not a big deal. But for Flipheal, who really is Link to the Past first, it might be a bigger deal for him. All right, we're about to find out whether Desert is boots locked. Will we get the boots? Now, while eykir goes ahead and does these checks that we saw already from Flipheal, there's nothing here. I'm gonna save you the time, eykir.
Yeah, struggling with the spring ball jump.
All right, we are completely not boots locked. Not only are we not boots locked, it's not even a good item on the torch, which if you don't have the boots is a good thing, because you don't want to have to come back here for a dumb item on the torch. The big key, however, will be on the right side, so we'll go grab that.
Yep.
So just to follow up on eykir for what he needs to do, if he's going to do it he needs to run through the door and wall jump off the right side here. And it's kind of a tight jump, and I don't think you really want to be quite as far back as he is starting off. Like right about there should be fine.
What would actually really help with this jump is turning off speed booster.
Yeah, I often turn off speed booster for this jump, but he does get it, so leaving it on was fine.
Yeah, speed booster does a few very silly things.
Yeah, I mean the game was not intended to be played with speed booster no high jump. So yeah, weird things happen when you combine the two. When you don't have both, I should say. When you just have that speed booster. Yep. Yeah, and do turn that speed. I mean, it's not going to matter if he resets. I don't think he needs to reset though.
No, I shouldn't need to reset.
I think he did take the save. So like if something happened, but yeah, if you don't turn that, the game looks to see whether you have speed booster. It doesn't look to see whether speed booster is turned on for this lava rising scene. So yeah. If you have gravity suit, then it's like it's just a whoops. But without gravity suit, then you're just in trouble. All right, Flipheal is going to go ahead and do desert with those silvers. This will be a very quick fight.
Nicely done.
And nothing in desert. But it's a crystal, so we got that, so that's good.
It was deserted of items. I guess I should say deserted of items,
Okay,
but that doesn't
that's
work
better.
as well. That doesn't work as well.
I mean, that's what I was expecting when you started that statement, so, you know. Oh, okay, we haven't checked the big chest yet. The big chest must have the second item, so we're going to go back and get that. The first item was on the torch. And just as it was 20 rupees, we will never see that torch again. Well, we'll see it from eykir probably. Big chest has
A boomerang.
Okay. Yeah, boomerang, another item that didn't make the cut as far as the new tracker, but like that doesn't.
That's
it's just
fine.
not progression. Like boomerangs are nice to have, but they're completely non-progression
debatable.
items. Okay, so we're also going to need a quake. And yeah, Flipheal's going to go ahead and bet on lower Norfair. I mean, this is a good loadout in
least
terms
a
of
single
health
check here?
and ammo. Yeah, I mean, yeah, could if okay.
Well,
Bomb?
that's an
Yeah,
easy way up.
I'd want bombs. It's a slow way up.
It is
though.
slow, but it's an easy way.
I mean, with 45 supers, the GT fight's not that bad. The hard part is now you'll have to farm after you're done.
Well.
And you kind of want that sword.
Yep.
So, you know, we're going to fight GT. Reminder that we had a space jump on the library at the beginning of the game. And
So
Phil doesn't know the sweet spot. Or as the peanut gallery says, behavior doesn't care.
You don't.
How without space jump is he getting that reserve tank? He has no choice.
I
but
know
to
the
skip
thought
it.
is there. Look at this thought between what energy on hand.
So eykir coming up empty in Bubble Mountain. I like this way of going back a lot better. Ironically, it's not as big a deal for eykir because eykir has a fairy suit.
Yep.
All right, so our choices for getting out of here, well, it looks like Flipheal's just going to go for the bomb jump. There's also, you could do a spring ball jump, and you can also, again, especially with GT killed, you could go ahead and do the Shine Spark. I would do the Shine Spark because it's the fastest. But it does use up some health, so, you know. And at some point, Flipheal's going to have to farm up supers. Actually, technically,
next room is the best room.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I would do. I would farm up right here, just do a couple
Flipheal's
of super farms. We do have grapple beam to do farming closer to Ridley, so you don't necessarily have to do all the way up. And 55 missiles is a good backup to your supers. So. And eykir is also going to go ahead and do Croc, which means at least he'll get silvers.
Yep. Ooh.
No, that's not going to work. Okay, this gets a little scary now because we don't have gravity suits. So you got to do this fast enough and hopefully place your power bomb. Okay, it does place the power bombs in the right place because you want that second power bomb. It's very important that you do it flush with the column. Otherwise, you have to use an extra one. Which, in terms of power bomb count, is not an issue. We have 30 max power.
It's
we have
the health
18.
that's the bigger
But
problem.
yeah, you're going to lose extra health, and you don't want to do that. And we're going to use up more ammo killing the
This
pirates
is why you really don't want to use missiles. Takes 9 missiles for all the golden pirates, 3 supers.
I mean, it's not the worst to have to farm right before Ridley. And we're going to go ahead and bomb jump this too. In this case, we only have bomb jump or spring ball jump. There is no speed booster option here.
You could wall jump this.
Well, there are people that could wall jump this. Some of them might even be playing in this qual, but Flipheal decides not to go for the so-called hyper jump, and I don't blame him. I wouldn't be going for it either. I'd probably go for the spring ball jump, but the IBJ is just fine as well. Yeah, see how much time eykir had to use that Shine Spark?
Yep.
I mean, I usually do from the previous room. He even just did it from the next room. So this next check that Flipheal's doing, it's really nice to have bombs here because you can otherwise, without high jump, space jump, without high jump or space jump, you'd have to power bomb everything, and then it's all crumble blocks, and you have to be very careful not to fall down. With bombs, we don't have to worry about that because we just use the bombs to get the spot we actually want to break. You do need to wall. You don't.
There
Okay.
you go.
You do need to wall jump that, and it's a little tricky because again, with high jump on, if you're holding run for the wrong amount of time, you're not gonna hit that spot.
Through most of these jumps, if I just have speed booster and without high jump, I actually just don't hold run through most of it.
Just don't hold the run button.
It's not intuitive, but it might help you.
Yeah, I don't remember who it was, and I wouldn't want to shout him on anyway. But there was a player that was in a location where the solution was to just not hold run, do wall jump out. Was like, wait, that's all I have to do is just not hold the front button. eykir trying to do this jump up to the grapple item. It is a much more precise jump, but it is a very doable jump. With high jump, you just launch yourself, and the game kind of teaches you that it's a thing. Oh, yeah, that's a good place for it. Yeah, Yeah, I mean, it kind of sucks if Flipheal's going to farm extra super missiles, but, like, it beats dying, especially in a qual.
Yeah, dying's
Like,
not good.
I didn't see, like, what the health was before. I don't know if he even damaged down, but, like, in a 1v1, you might chance it, but in a qual, like, no, you don't want to die there. You can check this on the way out. Of course, it could also be gravity suit or screw attack or high jump, all of which would be really useful in the Ridley fight. But no, it's just a heart container, and he takes it.
I think that was an accident.
I mean, you know, that could be the heart container that saves him on the Ganon fight. So
Does get the Kamer, the Kago through the Kamer, but not taking damage on the spikes meant a full E-tank of damage off of that.
all right, does a nice job with the pirates there.
Yep.
And eykir, having already done everything else, is going to go ahead and grab this super missile.
Yeah, if you don't have gravity, running through this asset's not exactly.
No. Oh gosh. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Yeah, I don't know how much is in that reserve tank. Honestly, I would just farm a little bit. Okay, next room we can use grapple for like everything.
They were not Holtzing back.
Ooh. For those of you who don't know, those enemies are called Holtzes.
I think some of them might have guessed that.
Well, some of them just know it. Yeah, I think we're going to farm a little bit here. Oh, I mean, he actually has to.
Yeah.
Like, we don't have charge beam, so it's not even an option to not
There's no
farm.
option, yeah.
Yeah, but you got grapple. Use it. Okay, good. We're using grapple beam.
eykir's making up his ice beam check now.
Yeah, doesn't want the heart container.
Nope.
All right, so where is eykir going next? Has the same lower Dorfer option that Flipheal has. Also has Eastern. We have Green Pendant Eastern still available.
Green Pendant Eastern.
Zora's
Zora's out
Logic.
there.
Zora's out there
And
in
they have
Logic.
a pearl, so they could get the waterfall.
Yep. So you could do a water walk, get the items in Waterfall Ferry. It makes sense for eykir to do the Mire. Yeah, eykir hasn't done the Mire area. This makes sense.
Get desert done.
Yeah.
Get checkerboard.
See if you can do desert, which we know he can. Get checkerboard. Get my. Maybe he already checked Mire. I don't know if he's been here.
He already,
he's already
was
been
here.
here. Okay, he was there without the mirror. Don't need bombs. Yeah, it's much in SMZ3. It's a lot less likely.
Not going desert. Oh, going to again.
Going to Aegina. I would do this after checking desert, but okay, this works too. And it's not like, I mean, you could flute back, but it's a long way out of this check. All right, Flipheal at 32 supers and full health. I'd go now. Because you have 4 supers of leeway, and that doesn't even count your
and
missiles.
plenty of health, even without high jump.
Yeah,
which
this is fine.
Yeah.
I often tell people for the Ridley fight, just if you don't have high jump boots, just don't forget you don't have high jump boots. Almost every death I've taken to Ridley in the last several years has been because I've forgotten that I don't have high jump boots.
Yep.
Okay, and you know, it is barrier suit, so you have to be a little more careful, but you know, we're still doing okay.
Yep. Not terrible.
I'm not seeing a lot of misses. That was a miss, but you know, there is leeway, and of course, the 51 missiles means we have a lot of leeway.
Yeah.
All right, we're done.
Yep.
It's always weird with the Phantom boss.
Was not Phantom.
No, it wasn't Phantom, but that's a power bomb pack. I don't
a
know.
little 5 extra.
I mean, it's fine. There's no fanfare, you know. So you
Might
can
want
take
to
the extra.
do another crystal 5.
Yeah.
That's just a quick 5. Although, if you're farming up for supers,
Although,
you
to
might
be
get
fair, I'd really like to see Flipheal farm a little bit, farm some supers out of here.
health. Yeah.
He has nothing good to deal with the key hunters. Does have with Wave Spazer can shoot through and
Yep.
because he doesn't have the plasma. Yeah, does
Yeah,
not have the plasma beam.
does not have
it's
hook shots, so
it's a
can't get
very
there.
long bunch of shots there. Whereas you can maybe do it with, kill one with supers and make it a little faster, or maybe even just kill one with
Or
supers
just
and
tank
avoid-
it and-
Yeah. You're not gonna want to tank all 3, but you could probably tank 1. But not running through the ninja pirates. So, okay. Yeah, because you can kind of run through them, and if you shoot at the right time, even without plasma.
May not be aware you can do that without plasma.
It's kind of weird that you can do that without plasma, honestly. Yeah, soon we'll get some more new checks for Flipheal.
Yep.
eykir about to do this landmill fight, also with silvers, so it's again going to be a very quick fight. Flipheal going to save here. I approve of the save. Like at 2.5 E-tanks plus whatever's in the reserves, you don't want to take a chance of having to redo like the Ridley fight and stuff. Okay, and yeah,
Well,
see, this is
not a great
exactly
start.
the issue.
And yeah, I don't want to see supers being used, and this is a death.
Yeah. Yep, good save.
See how bad reserves are? It just took them longer to die.
Yeah, those
Collected it, took longer to die.
yeah, and
But yeah, it selected supers, but really shouldn't use those. Like, if this is going to be a problem, just take the time and shoot them with the beam. Because you want to save those for a crystal flash. Because there's 3 more coming
Yes.
up at the end.
that's not the. Okay,
That's
we'll
okay.
get through it. Maybe there's an E-tank in one of the next checks. Honestly, I would dump the reserve now, or at least dump most of it, and then, oh gosh, so
It's
that
fine.
get ready for the crystal flash. Oh my God!
This
Flipheal,
is
please.
fine. This is fine. Okay,
That's not fine. Okay, okay, we're still okay.
There you go.
Okay, okay. No, don't.
down here is
Okay,
not the best spot
so
to do it.
now it's going to be completely dark, which without especially. Oh
There's
no, we're
actually
not.
2 left.
Oh, we have a couple left. They were in. Okay, this is good.
Yeah, if you kill all of them, this is still obviously doable, but
In the meantime, eykir is also going to do some lower Norfair.
yep, gets a Master Sword. eykir, eykir
Okay,
knows the
okay,
spot.
this is fine.
But did not have the same amount of supers. Now it's the
Oh, okay. Yeah, if I thought that was going to fail for a second, but we're good.
these orbs are not dropping supers for eykir.
Should really be. Yeah, there's that grapple. Oh, okay. We'll probably could grab that ice beam.
Yep.
Yeah, I hear the bootless, suitless call from behind. Yeah, that is a thing that is in logic. Not yet. In order for bootless, suitless, as in no high jump boots, you have to have flippers to be able to get to Meridia.
Yeah.
So Yeah, at the so if I'm Flipheal in particular, having just found the ice beam, I really don't want to see flippers right now.
And all the seeds I've played, bootless, suitless has never been required.
I've had one in like what 4 years of racing this, and I've seen one or two others.
Now, Ike's not taking the time to farm up his supers as much, which.
I mean, it just means he'll have to do a more of a farm at right before
But
the
there's
Ridley
going to
fight,
be.
so. Okay, we're going to tank this damage. I mean, we got lots of E-tanks. Missed that one. This
Get
is
the
when it
mark.
gets
There you
scary
go.
because like the key hunters have a tendency to push you the wrong way if you're not careful with it. But he does get through. And we're going to get out of SM for a while because there's really nothing more we can do in SM.
Yeah. So I think logically, this wants you to do Aga.
Yeah. I think logically, well, we still have Eastern. We still have
Oh, you're right.
independent Eastern. Flipheal still has Hera. No, wait. Does Flipheal still have Hera?
Flipheal can't get there.
Flipheal can't get there because.
Oh no, he's got the mirror. Never mind.
Flipheal doesn't have. Oh yeah, it could do Hera.
But that's it.
doesn't. Yeah, couldn't do East Death Mountain because doesn't have
Yeah.
that hook shot on Magic Bat.
Not that you really wanted to East Death Mountain.
I mean. So collectively, we have Eastern and Aga
Yes.
or logical Aga for Pod. I do expect that if it comes down to logical Aga for Pod,
There-
we're
that will
probably
current
doing
jump.
a current jump. Like I said, these are both, these two are teammates. They're in Invitational League. Most people at that level are going to know how to current jump. I won't say all people because I have absolutely seen main tournament players lose races to not being able to current jump. So I don't want to, say, oh yeah, definitely can do it, and then they prove me wrong. But eykir's going to have a little bit of better time in this area, having picked up that plasma beam.
Yeah, but without charge, it doesn't do.
It doesn't do anything.
It'll
against
be
the
the key
gold part,
hunters,
but the
that's
key
the-
hunters are going to be a lot easier.
So yeah, we are getting Hera now from Flipheal.
Yeah, I'm a little concerned about the health / no supers for eykir cannot
See,
crystal
I
flash.
needs to keep that super because there's
Yeah.
a super door.
Yep. Yeah, and there's really nothing good to
The
drop.
key
supers
hunters
here.
can drop supers, but the
They
drop
can,
rate
but
is low.
It's not a good drop rate.
The low health actually in this room might come into. Hold it, held run.
Yeah, I was holding run. I think that was just a reset. He knew he was just dead. It is possible to survive very soon in the acid, but you need more health.
Yep, and because no save
Yeah.
gets reset back to the
Yeah,
ship.
so does lose the sword. But I think that's all he got. So
Yeah.
loses the sword and the bombs, but they're both in like
They're
eykir
both
can just
readily
go
available,
get them
yeah.
anytime he wants.
Do you check waterway here?
Honestly, that might not be a bad idea. I would do.
Eykir's
Yeah,
probably not.
this is smart.
Oh, we'll get a sword from this.
Yeah, and this is smart. Going to get that sword. Not with that shine spark. You need to be. You
Left
want
side
to
of the
be to
ship.
the left side of the ship. Yeah, and the peanut gallery behind me reminding me that the eykir has already scouted shaft supers, which makes the waterway check more orphaned. So definitely still a concern of a last location of that fire
This
rod.
sword
'Cause
does make.
the fire
not-
rod right now opens moth,
Yeah.
and that's it. And there was an item on moth, but I have no idea what it was, which means it was not important. Link Force with the memory. It was missiles. Shout out to Link Force, our tracker here. It's also weird because usually Link Force, she'll shout at me in chat, but since she's standing right
shout
next
at
to
you,
me,
right, in real life.
she just whispers in my ear.
So I was going to say that the Master Sword from eykir does potentially give him a bit more thought to skipping GT.
So Flipheal, while we were watching eykir, went and actually got the big key and got missiles for his trouble. All right, takes the refill. is going to go ahead and... Okay, yeah, it's going to go ahead and do this, all of this right now, because it has to actually still finish Lord Warfare, and
Okay,
there's
it's gonna
still stuff.
get the
Yeah,
sword
there's still
or the
things.
bombs saved, or not.
I mean, honestly, doesn't need to get the sword right now. Could get
Yeah.
that anytime. It's not going to make a difference in LN in any way, shape, or form because it's a link to the past item, and it's just with Plasma Beam could just go back for it with Plasma Beam and Charge Beam if Charge shows up.
So Flipheal's back on.
This could be the current
Could,
jump.
it could be current jump. Yep.
And honestly, it makes sense to do the current jump before doing Eastern because with the mirror, you can just mirror into Eastern.
Yep.
And whichever you do, I mean, maybe you do Eastern first because it's the thing in logic. But
No, but Flipheal
wait.
still has Thieves Town
Oh gosh, yeah. Okay, we're gonna do Thieves Town
and
first.
in Village. Yeah.
Yeah, so Flipheal was hoping to get a hammer before Thieves
Yeah.
Town, and I totally respect that. Like,
That was-
it's not. eykir needs to learn power bomb placement. He's going to be using an extra power bomb here, but looks like he'll be okay. It always feels a little bad to leave Thieves Town to this long, hoping to get the hammer, and it almost doesn't matter whether you end up needing it or not, because either it's like, well, I could have just done it forever ago because there's no item in the big chest, or it's I'm still leaving an item having waited all this time to do it. So it's just a bad feeling when you still end up coming back here with the hammer. All right, so now we're kind of tracing each other's footsteps a little bit.
Yep. But you're gonna get this in SMZ3. You're gonna get a lot of route divergence and then overlap.
Yeah, because there are more. So there are more locations and more items. There's more different routes you can take. Okay, don't hold run.
There you go.
Okay, there we go.
That was holding around. Barely made the platform.
All right, with the plasma beam, yeah, this will be a lot easier. But like, this is where you just clipping through the key hunters is a little bit faster. But this is pretty safe. You got to be a little careful though, because those key hunters will just move in weird directions whenever they decide to move in weird directions.
So would you say hammer's gonna be in Pod, Eastern, or Pyramid Ledge? Or Catfish, I guess.
One of the above.
Thanks. This wisdom brought to you by Tracy M. The item will be somewhere. If you want to learn more. That's why I give you a hard time when you're racing.
eykir grabbing the heart container. I mean, it's pretty free. Lamp for Flipheal. Oh yeah, Flipheal
Okay,
now.
so
No,
now
yeah, okay.
Flipheal
So
was-
there was a definite slash there of oh no, Aga is in logic for East Dark World. Thank you very much, game. And oh, by the way, Eastern and Pod are pendants, despite the fact that we have bow and silvers. Yeah, I think we're going to see some farming for eykir. For him, it's more for the health, because has a pretty good amount of supers already.
Yeah, I think a lot of SM players will be fine with this health.
Yeah,
I guess I should say high level.
SMA.
High level.
Yeah, yeah. You know, and we do have quite the mix of players. We have, you know, we have a couple players, or a couple, 3 or 4 players that are really good at both games. We have players that are really good at Link to the Past, which is what we're seeing here, and you know, less good at SM. And we have players that are really good at SM and, well, less good at Link to the Past. So.
But if you're good at neither, you can still play this.
Yeah. There goes. There's the Ridley fight for eykir. Has I think he started out with 36 supers, 37.
Really, not quite cooperating.
Yeah, I mean, Ridley's AI is very manipulatable, but
Yes.
that.
You got it.
But it's not 100%. So, like, you could do a lot of things to get Ridley to do what you want, but it doesn't always work.
There's actually a lot of missed vertical supers.
Yeah, I think we're going to have to supplement
There's
with
some missiles, yeah.
missiles. But we have 100 of them, so this is fine. And since eykir's
Yeah,
got...
you're not there yet.
You're not there yet. Since eykir's got Plasma Beam, getting out will be fine, too, because you got Plasma for the Key Hunter. Just got to survive this fight. Okay,
There you go.
And Flipheal about to get that hook shot.
This is going to lead Flipheal in directions that
Yeah,
aren't going to matter.
The directions are just going to waste time.
Because,
to be
yeah, I
fair-
definitely think you do this before. You do these checks before.
You totally do these checks beforehand, and then you curse because you did those checks before. But I imagine you don't feel too bad because, like, you just kind of assume that, like, everybody's going to do those checks before you do the other things, so...
Yeah, but the order in which you got them, having
Yeah.
Plasma Beam
I
would
mean,
have been nice for.
Like, it would have
Flipheal.
been reasonable, you know, we had the boat early enough that it would have been reasonable to do Eastern earlier. I mean, 'cause it is 4 checks, including the green pendant. I don't think very many people are going, okay, I can get all the stuff in East Death Mountain with the hook shot. Or I can sequence break well, not sequence break, because it's in logic with the Aga play. I can either kill Aga to do pod or skip
Yeah.
Aga in ways.
But this is a very high volume of checks in a small
Yeah.
area.
I mean, it kind of sucks for Flipheal that he was unable to combine it with the Hera play.
Yeah.
But and it is doing the dark world stuff first. With the mirror, you know, there's different choices.
Yep.
Because he'll most likely he'll go ahead and clean up Hookshot Cave. May or may not blind check the floating island. Might just mirror to see it and then, you know, check it out and pick it up if he wants it. And then probably drops down to do Spiral and Paradox.
I forgot that was in there.
Yeah, they can't help but pick that one up. Okay, now the Flipheal has gotten the trash that is in Hookshot Cave.
Yeah, like you've got to be careful here. Keyhunters still deal a full tank of damage with various suit.
And I don't know how much the reserves carry. That was a dangerous spot to
That
sit.
was a very dangerous
Those
spot.
key hunters could have just swooped down. All right, we're going to head and gonna get this. Nothing. Yeah, the only thing down here was that ice beam. Okay, what do we get in the reserves? Oh, we got 200. This is fine.
Should have had 0. They'll teach you how to play the game.
Blue mail for Flipheal, which is kind of kind of a very suitish color on the Samus sprite. All right, eykir sees that Ice Beam, knows that he's going to have to pick that up.
Yep.
I mean, I guess he doesn't have to pick it up,
Yeah.
but, like...
With the seed, you're picking that up.
Yeah, you're picking that up.
You've not been able to touch Meridia at all. And while you have speed booster, it's not a
Yeah.
guarantee you're getting gravity suit.
Nope. He'll kill the key hunters faster on your way out.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of nice.
Okay, this, I think, is going to be a current jump.
Yeah, now we've done all of East Death Mountain, and there's
Maybe Graveyard
nothing.
Ledge into
Yeah,
current
no,
jump.
you do Graveyard Ledge first, because it's on the way. And then you do a current jump. All right. Yeah. eykir also not getting those 50 rupees. We do still have Zora.
That's true.
We might see a current jump into Catfish,
And
into
Zora,
Mirror,
yeah.
into a. We might get we have the bow, so we could do some splash delete
Yep.
action. We have a few different splash delete options.
Yep.
I typically look for the. What? Oh gosh, is Flipheal not? I know
Oh,
we saw.
Flipheal's not
Okay,
done this yet,
Flipheal is
okay.
not done Back of Escape because he's still on. He's on blue mail, not red. So yeah, but yeah, we're gonna do a whole bunch of these things. I imagine he's gonna walk out of here because
Keep the
you
portal.
want to keep that mirror portal. No small key, so can't do Dark
Yeah,
Cross.
Dark Cross is still out there. They have the lamp now.
Mm-hmm.
So they've got Zora, Dark Cross.
Pod Eastern. Eastern. Well, I'm gonna call it Pod in Logic because we have it in Logic with
Yeah.
an Aga kill. It's just
Yeah, these are
will the
in
runners
Logic.
kill Aga? I'm guessing these two won't. There are some SM people that I'm thinking might be killing Aga
I
for
think so.
for this if the answer is Pod.
There's still a couple of locations just hanging out there.
Yeah, and as we said, Flipheal keeps the mirror portal. If there was a good place to death warp, you could have taken a death warp and the portal would still be there. But for anybody that's ever played cross keys, you do not want to be death warping off those rats. It's a horrible thing. Yep, and there's the current jump. We have 18 bombs to do. We have lots of bombs to do this. There we
you
go.
go.
Second actual jump. It was only a handful of tries, though. eykir also going to do some North Dark World. Probably, we might be converging on, Pod Eastern, Catfish, Zora area.
Yep. Flipheal skipped Graveyard Ledge entirely.
He did, didn't he?
Just check the Back of Escape.
Yeah.
It's
That's a choice.
Yeah.
And a reminder, eykir still needs to get the fire rod from Waterway. eykir still has that one lingering SM check.
Depending on how this works out, because if the item's in Dark Cross, it might just. Although I think you check Dark Cross
All right,
before
well,
you
Flipheal's
check.
going to get away with not checking Graveyard Ledge. Is not going to mirror and do anything in the Zora area. That surprises me.
Yeah,
especially with the ability to, I assume he knows how to do Splash Delete. Again, most runners that are in Invitational League would know how to do Splash Delete for that item, but not all. So, I'm not going to be like, oh, you need to know this. It's just a pretty common glitch skill. Yeah, eykir going for the current jump. And honestly, with the flute, it wouldn't be that hard if you want to do Zora to just go ahead and flute 8 and do
that's
Zora.
true.
eykir having a little more trouble with this current jump.
Not quite getting the bounce to the edge of the screen there.
Okay, so we're first going to
There
check
we go.
pyramid ledge, and we do get it. That's all that matters. Plenty of health, just some bombs on the
Yeah,
pyramid
there's
ledge.
more bombs if you want a current jump.
I mean, I'm not sure how it would feel if I went through a current jump and it was just sitting there on the pyramid, but I guess that means I'm not going into pod, you know? Now, the interesting question is, does Flipheal do pod first or Eastern first? Do you do the in-logic thing with the mirror portal there just in case? Or do you do pod first and then if there's nothing in pod,
At this
just
point,
mirror
I
Eastern?
would consider both in logic.
Yeah.
So I just,
Yeah,
I
that's
would
true.
go straight into pod.
I even just said we're going to consider pod and logic because we can just kill Aga. Now, let's see if eykir decides to do the Zora area.
Got the mirror out, so I'm assuming.
Yeah, we're going to mirror before you can grab those rupees because we have 1,100 of them.
Imagine leaving Zora money behind.
So we're not going to do the splash sleeve. We are going to do Zora here. Okay, we'll never pick up that E-tank. And we've already done all the most E-tank intensive parts of the game, so. All right. Well, first check in pod is we're bow locked, but we have a bow, so it's fine.
Just missiles from Zora.
Yeah, Zora not paying out today. We're gonna walk back out. This is interesting. Maybe gonna do the splash delete now.
Our logical checks now.
Oh no, we have the mirror portal, so we don't have flippers. So you gotta walk out this way. This is annoying. Maybe this is why Flipheal decided not to do this.
Yeah, we're really coming down to the end because we've got Dark Cross plus the dungeon items now.
Yeah, we are running out of locations. Whatever the next thing is, we're gonna get it in Potter Eastern.
Yeah, when you get to this point, you're just hoping you're not last locationing the item.
Yeah. Okay, also not going to do this. Still not going to do the splash delete. So both runners, if they choose to do that, they'll do it later, either with the flippers or just with the fake flipper from Flute 8. Well, I mean, there's got to be 4 keys in the front of pod, and that's just one of them. It's not unusual to go ahead and gamble that's just a small key, and if you come out of the front with enough keys, you just know. But this next check will be a small key to get us to the back.
Yep.
So this will be the 4th one. And we'll eykir is shortly gonna have that same question go into Eastern first, or we could do Uncle as a thing. Yeah, we front of escape. eykir hasn't done any of this stuff.
Probably combine this in with Dark Cross, I assume. So we'll get that check in.
Yeah. Super missiles.
Just more keys and
more keys. I mean, pod has 6 keys in it, but we have now 3 in the back, or three in our inventory as we were in the back, which means Harmless Elway is not a small key.
High jump is nice.
High jump boots. Okay.
That is
well,
suitless
that
Meridia.
is okay. That is, I mean, if we're gonna have Sulos Meridia, it's
This is the best
version
yes.
you want. We have Ice Beam, we have Spring Ball, we do not have Flippers. There is no bootless Sulos.
Sulos Meridia is fun.
I enjoy the occasional Sulos Meridia seed. But, I mean, we could still check Eastern. Eastern could still be
a hard
the answer.
logic seed that's actually going to be hard logic.
It could be. I mean, there was already a tiny bit of hard logic getting those mids out of Crumble Tower. So, you know.
Okay. It's not going to satisfy the viewers.
Not by itself, right? Okay, we're done in pod. I don't know if there's an item on Helmer or not, but we're probably never getting it if there is. Okay, Linkforce telling me there is. And Flipheal is going to do Eastern. And this totally makes sense. Again, it's 4
Right
checks,
here,
including the green pendant. You have the bow. The bow just gave you high jump boost, but the high jump boost will lead you to Sulos Meridia. And if you could avoid that, you want to avoid that. I like it that we're on camera and could see that reaction. I mean, I think you gotta check that. I don't know. We'll see what the runners choose to do.
I got a real handle on that shovel.
All right. So Dark Cross. So Dark Cross.
Tracy's being very professional here.
Yeah. Well, we try. Wait, they're supposed to pay me for this? Anyway, we did not get a small key anywhere in Hyrule Castle. So the small key is sitting in Dark Cross. We just never have to worry about that. Hey, there's a nice power bomb pack that, I mean, we had plenty in Red Star. So.
Plenty.
If we'd been low power bomb pack, if we'd been low on power bombs through Brinstar, then there would have been a nice joke there. Yeah, you could have had the extra power bomb pack. But yeah, Flipheal's next play after this. We're turning that green pendant and hope we get something to progress us that is not Sulos Meridia.
My favorite thing is watching a Link to the Past players do Suitless Meridia.
Well, we might get to see that. Big key, okay. Well, we had to
Big
key
go
had to show up, and we were just gonna finish this dungeon for the green pendant anyway. So. I think we got all the items though, so we're not checking the big chest.
Yeah, the one showed up early before the Powerball. Or 2, I guess.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's not a bad early dip of Eastern.
Yeah.
But with the green pendant, you might have finished it anyway.
And it is still possible that pet will have to be pulled.
Pet could still be a thing.
There's things out there.
It won't be our hammer.
No.
Could be our gravity suit.
Well, you won't need gravity suit. Technically, you do. Logically, you do. But if it's on ped, you should just skip it.
All right, green pendant for Flipheal. eykir following Flipheal into Eastern. Yep. Makes sense.
Getting bombs ready to walk through the portal. Actually, no, there's no portal there. This is Light World.
Yep. So, yeah, No, the bombs are ready to... Yeah, the portal's sitting there. He doesn't want to go back.
Bombs are ready for SOT.
Yeah, so
there is a portal.
The portal's there. You want to pick up the bomb.
How does this game work?
That particular thing works that if you're holding an item while you walk past the mirror portal does not work, so... And green pendant is...
Well, it was green.
It was green. So we have the shovel. Now, the interesting question for eykir, still needing that fire rod from Waterway. I do wonder if he goes and gets the fire rod in Waterway before. And yeah, Flipheal going ahead and checking the shovel makes total sense.
Yeah, Flipheal still has some.
It's just a hard.
Doesn't dig that.
Okay.
There's still
is there
some
anything-
one-off items for Flipheal, but
Okay. I don't know if he's done front of escape.
Flipheal did it
Did you?
earlier.
Okay, I thought he did.
Maybe
it, but
Flipheal isn't.
Where are we? Gone?
Maybe he forgot that
Maybe okay. Maybe check it to see if
if
he
it's
has
the key
Skulky.
or yeah. I'm positive Flipheal did this because Flipheal froze the guard.
Oh, you're right. Wait, what? Wait, what?
Why are you
What? Why?
the bomb?
Oh, yeah, we have Big Bomb. Oh, right.
A big brain for a
really,
big bomb.
Really doesn't want to do.
Really.
Really doesn't want to.
This
do
is
Sulis
why you
Meridia.
want a link to the fast players to do Sulis Meridia.
I mean, if it is Sulis Meridia, this is still a logical Agassiz for those high jump boots.
It is, but you could skip this whole segment. But if the bomb's it, then the C got very disappointing. Potentially.
The darn Big Bomb. Okay, so eykir is going to turn in his green pendant, and we will see what happens next.
eykir, I think, will go super.
I think, eykir is a little bit stronger in Super Metroid of the two of them. I think, yeah, the Super Metroid play, just like those high jump boots are just kind of sitting out there.
What are you doing here?
Also, of note, with the mirror, we could do a bomb dupe to skip this whole rigmarole of doing Aga.
What is eykir doing here?
It's a less common glitch. Yeah, what? Oh, this is okay. This is where their portal is. So what are we gonna do?
What are they doing in Dark World?
I mean, could
Did Catfish Zora?
fake Flipper to? Oh
Meridia?
wait, hasn't done. Okay, did Eastern before Pod? This makes sense.
Oh, wow.
We're dumb. We're officially dumb.
There's 4 eyes between us, and we can't see anything. Like,
I knew what it's doing.
Yeah, Link Force is the smart one, saying I knew what he was doing.
see, the tracker is just supposed to track, not just.
All right, I have no idea how many blue balls that is, but I'm never
One
going to
so
count it.
far.
Just okay. That's not too bad.
Maybe it was
Although in SMZ3, this isn't seeded, so if eykir decides to do the Aga play as well, it will not be the same number of blue balls. So I'm not entirely sure why it was even. I mean, you can still count it, you know. I'm
just
just
for fun.
yeah. And a reminder,
Hey,
this
you
is
can go
fast
fight
Ganon. We
Ganon.
can just jump down and not fight Ganon because we haven't gotten 7 crystals, but you know, we can jump down and say hi. Okay, so we create the portal here and we go grab. No, we don't. We walk through into the dark world, and there is a cross key situation where we actually do that, but this is not cross keys. we need to go get the what? Maybe he has remembered Graveyard Ledge.
I'm going to trust our tracker to know
Yeah.
what's
Okay.
going on.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. We have to go get to the bomb shop. Yeah. We don't have any
Oh,
other
that's right.
way.
No
We have to walk-
hammer.
we have to walk all the way around to get to the bomb shop.
Have a flute, though. You didn't need to save the portal.
We could have just fluted. Yeah.
Maybe because I just used the shovel and I kind of just forgot.
Okay. Meanwhile, eykir has gotten high jump boots.
Oh, and purple chest for Flipheal, too.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, we have not done purple chest. I mean, it's kind of on path, kind of not, but you know.
I just want to see what this big bomb is.
I know, right? Oh, we haven't done K45 either. Oh boy.
eykir's done it. It was a
Yeah, no, I
missile,
know
think.
eykir's done it, but like this is the difference between eykir walking the smith back and then portaling, and Flipheal just saving and quitting and turning the smith back in.
Yep.
So in the long run, it was faster to walk the smith back because eykir just did all this stuff, and that's the flute to 1. No, that's a flute to 8. What? Okay.
The waterfall?
Yeah, I mean, might as well do the Adalogic thing, right?
If you do this, I would have liked to have seen this early.
Yeah,
At this point, I think you've kind of narrowed down where your progression has to be.
I like this play. I do like this play early when your progression is low and you can spike something. But yeah, at this point,
You know this
the
isn't.
flippers could be your go mode item at this point, and
Yeah.
therefore this is just gonna not lead you to anything. And if we'd done this early, we would have got a
this would
really
have been
nice, comfy
This would
skirt
have been
jacket.
been great for some of these lower Norfares.
But hey, we have the Moon Pearl, so we get a water walk. We can walk back to the portal.
Yeah, I think you just go ahead and take this to under the bridge.
Yeah, absolutely. And we're going to get the big bomb. Flipheal's going to grab this thing.
I'll accept 2 reserves here if it gets me Sulas.
Do we have 2 left?
No, there's only 1 left. 'cause
Okay,
there
that's
was
what I thought.
1 hanging out of GT. Man, Flipheal was just walking all over eykir there.
Yeah. Now, it's been a while since I've actually seen someone do Aga for the big bomb because there is the bomb dupe strat. And it comes up so rarely. And pretty much for this to be required, this has to be the hammer.
Oh.
Or lead to the hammer. Those are not going to lead to the hammer.
Oh. I'm liking this.
All right, we're okay. So eykir digs up the heart piece. We got double fluting. Where are we going? Flipheal is.
Yep. They're both going.
No,
Oh, no,
Flipheal is
Flipheal's
gonna
checking.
do. Yeah, he's gonna do the waterfall fairy.
I don't. Again, I really don't agree with this. I don't know. At this point, this is
Yeah,
not.
at this point in the seed.
Like, this is a perfectly fine play. I do this plenty. But at this point, it's not worth it. eykir's also. Where is. Is this a spike cave
You
check?
can't, not without hammer.
Oh, right. There's a hammer thing in there. I hate the location so much. I forget what the requirements are.
I mean, the nice thing is that if you go to Spike Cave
Oh, this is the
accidentally.
hair, the second item in hair.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right, because eykir didn't
Didn't
yeah,
do
'cause
basement.
He did do the basement. But yeah, the Spike Cave check in regular map is you forget the hammer, you walk in and you just can't do it. It's not like in entrance modes where you walk in and you get to the block at the end, you forgot you don't have a glove.
I am.
Are we changing our mind? We're changing our minds.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say I surprised eykir was doing that over. Yeah, this. eykir's already broken the tube, so he's not gonna have.
Yeah.
He's got high jumps. He'll be able to get him to Meridia just fine. But there's a pretty easy opener that's faster than what eykir's going to do because he won't have the tube, so he won't have that same momentum jump.
All right. Flipheal also bound the inevitable. eykir does still have one location aside from that Hera spot at Waterway. And does need to at some point go back to Waterway to get that item.
Honestly, I would have liked a save right here to scout Waterway.
Oh, that would have been good.
But
I mean, in the end, if
the
you
value
got
is
it, wouldn't.
be
In the end, it wouldn't have been a scout. It would have been a keep. So, in some sense, that's worse for eykir than having to go into Sulis Meridia, honestly, because.
So. Yeah, this should be a fun Sulis because Flipheal did not even do the momentum jump off the tube. He's probably just going to do some spring ball jumping.
Honestly, you're better off with the Spazer that Flipheal has equipped. I would, if I were eykir, I'm turning Plasma off and switching Spazer on because, if you're doing anything with Ice Beam, it's going to kill your fish buddies and your crab buddies, but we could just do spring ball.
So there's a simple solution. Also, what is Flipheal doing? Just spring ball jumps.
Yeah, I mean. That's okay. That's a good way to do it. That worked. I'm getting a couple of different opinions on our stream on how to do this, which is kind of fun. They're both making pretty good progress going up, so either way, it's fine. Don't fall down.
Are you gonna do a double spring ball jump? I don't.
I would be very surprised.
I would be very surprised. Yes.
If either one of these runners does a double spring ball jump. So I'm very confused why eykir decided to fall down because that didn't look like an accident. Oh, okay. I've not seen that way of getting up before, but it worked.
Whatever works for you will work. That's not going to work. Okay.
I believe there was a ledge grab at the end, so it's fine. Okay, so now the question is, do you do Mama Turtle? Do you you get choices here.
You do it all.
Well, one of them's going to be the answer, and you hope to find the one with the answer.
All of it's the answer? We know it's here.
Yeah, there's a whole peanut gallery of opinions behind us. I mean, what I'll do is if I don't fall down, as Flipheal did not fall down, I will go straight across and do these checks. And if I do fall down, I'll go to Mama Turtle. And if I haven't done Mama Turtle, I will do the save, the save in Aqueduct. And I can go back to Mama Turtle from there. There we go.
Oh, that's
too high. Now, please just spring ball jump. Okay, we're gonna reset the room for the crowd to start over.
Can spring ball jump up Bubble Mountain?
The underwater spring ball jumps are easier, so I'm very confused. And by easier, I don't mean necessarily easier than the ice beam. Like using the ice beam straps is fine, but when you lose your crab, do a spring ball jump. All right, let's see what we got here. Oh, hey.
Oh, man.
Gravity Suit in Meridia.
That is not a hammer, though.
That is not the hammer. We're still missing hammer. What are we missing? We were missing hammer. We're missing.
We have our medallions.
Yeah. No, we don't have Quake yet.
Oh, I just saw the bacon bit on there. Okay, yeah, we don't have.
We need hammer, flippers, Quake.
Yeah.
Yeah, hammer, flippers, Quake.
Potentially boots, but not likely.
No.
Oh,
no,
that's right,
no,
fast
no
cannon.
GT.
Yeah.
No GT, so no GT torch to torture us.
Torch to torture. Good thing. I am proud of you. It's taken, what, 5 years, but you finally did one.
Okay. Now we have all Meridia to clear. That sounds like fun, right?
It is. I actually like clearing Meridia. Well, I like the area, I should say. Although I like it.
Double super. I mean, we have plenty of ammo for because 95 missiles will make up for the missing supers. But 60 supers is nice. We'll take that. Looks like we get some sandpit checks. But yeah, so yeah, at the moment, like overall, between these two runners, Flipheal still with that advantage of having gotten the fire rod out of Waterway, which is, we're going to be continuing to mention that. And Flipheal is just going to go ahead to the boss and forget some of these sandpit checks. Maybe does them on the way out, maybe doesn't. We'll see what else we find here.
There is something else besides gravity suit here.
Yeah, I mean, very likely, because we ran out of the pass spots. There's nothing else. There's
no other place for it to go.
Yeah, eykir is going to do some sandpit checks. Resets the first one.
I don't like doing the sand pits before the boss in this case.
I'll often do one and be very sad if it's actually something and I can't reset it.
What's your favorite item?
Yeah, we're not getting a bug net today.
It's a net loss.
Yeah, I mean, the halfie still saves time because we don't have space jump, so this is fine. Oh, charge beam? That, I don't pick that up.
No.
I reset it because we have 110 and 70. That's like,
yeah, so
that's a free button.
charge beam seems like an important item, but especially in SMZ3, it's really irrelevant. It's a time waste in a lot of cases. Like with this ammo, they can miss a pretty significant amount of shots and still be fine. Now, there's flippers, so there's swamp.
Okay, so now there's other.
Oh, that's
options.
not swamp because we don't have hammer. That's a
well,
check.
it is a check in swamp. But
well, there's speckies clips, so.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, and in fact, you just don't do swamp because of specky clip. Without specky clip, it's like.
But I think you just go mode swamp because, well, we don't have.
Well, we're missing Quake, but you just go to the back.
Or you check left side.
No.
Where Quake will be.
No. No left. This is a constant. Yeah, MSG's always in my chat telling me to go left side. And
I'm just trying to
and
help.
I'm always not going left side. And occasionally he's right, but most of the time he's wrong.
Oh, my God. See, this is really bad.
No, not a book.
This is really bad.
Now you can't reset.
You can't reset this. You got to get out.
Because that book could be important. Although, if it is important, Flipheal may not be getting there for a while, so.
Yeah, you don't. When you have other stuff to do, you don't check Shackle.
I mean, to be fair, Shackle in this game, as opposed to Link's Pass by itself, I probably get wrecked by Shackle or Plasma. It's not unusual, let's just say. Flipheal is going to take a save here, which tells me he's going to do a bunch of these checks that eykir's done,
Yeah.
and then reset when it's nothing. Okay, we still have plasma. That could actually be something. But I don't know. I might leave with the
Well,
flippers because it opens things. I don't know.
Yeah, I would have just left the flippers.
It's reasonable to stay in. I get staying in, but wow.
Actually, no, I wouldn't have. I would have checked stuff because I don't do specky clip.
Okay,
Ice is out there.
Meet me tomorrow in the practice room, and in like 2 seconds, I will teach you how to do specky clip.
You expected me to learn this really quick.
Yes. It'll take longer to set up and tear down than it'll take to actually teach you to do specky clip. I am not even close to exaggerating.
Okay, and Ike is going to check Mama Turtle on his way back.
Right, we still haven't checked Mama Turtle. Okay, are we going to get a reset, or are we going to continue on?
Can't reset because I got the book.
No, eykir. Oh, eykir. Well, Flipheal's doing. Okay, right, you're right. Flipheal's doing these checks.
And yeah,
And oh gosh, if he does Shactal, he's also going to get a book and can't reset. Oh my god. Well, it could still be the book. The book could be the answer.
I thought of one. I'm going to spare you from that because even I think it's bad.
So that really smart save that Flipheal took can be for naught.
Completely wiped. All because a book.
The book is a terrible idea. Give me a book early and it's fine. Whatever. I can check things. I can check desert. Whatever. Late book is just the worst. eykir still needs to do Dragon, so this is we'll have to look for the look on Flipheal's face as he finds the book. I hate this scout, but eykir keep picking up the bug net.
Does that bug you?
Yes. No, not really. Like, whatever.
You should get a handle on it.
Okay, Flipheal now is not resetting because there's a
You
book.
You can't reset
And it
that
opens
book.
2 items.
Oh, cut the door on the entry.
In the meantime, eykir still needs to go back to Waterway to get that
Does
fire
still
up.
need to get that fire up.
Oh my god.
Problem is, this is going to give him more stuff that's not Waterway.
That is, yeah, exactly. eykir at this point is going to have exactly 1 check left in the entire game of Super Metroid. Because with the thoroughness we've seen here, I fully expect the plasma check. Actually, we're going to see plasma right now from Flipheal first, and so we'll know if this is the answer.
Yeah.
But at least eykir has only plasma left. Oh, please don't skip the flippers.
Don't skip Precious.
Please don't skip the flippers. Okay, we got flippers. We're good. And yeah, so we'll get a relatively quick Dragon fight from eykir. And we're gonna get plasma from Flipheal, and he can't reset this because of a book. And it's just a missile, and we're at 9560, and we have charge beam now, so like ammo isn't even relevant. And oh, by the way, And oh, by the way, we like the book could have just been in GT, which we never have to go to. But no, the game decided to put it in the dumb spot.
The dumb spot is a very good way to describe Shackle. Don't you love how the screen just blacks out?
That freaks me out every single time, especially when I'm playing.
The game is not breaking. There's an actual technical reason why that happens in this room.
Well, Flipheal, not that he needs super missiles, but if he did, this is a great place to get them.
I mean, the supers are still better than his beam.
Yeah, because Flipheal never picked up the plasma beam.
Yep. Are you not going to?
Is there
ice
something
right
else
now?
that he hasn't checked?
No.
Maybe maybe left sandpit,
Okay, I guess maybe.
which we already know is nothing, as well. So Meridia had gravity suit and flippers. This has been quite the breadcrumbs.
Gravity Suit Flipper's book. So you've got 2 tablets and first chest and swamp where Hammer can be.
Oh, we can go into ice.
Okay.
So Hammer could be in, Hammer.
I will let you go into hammerless ice for no reason.
To be fair, about 3 or 4 months ago, we're going into hammerless ice before we're going into hammerless swamp. But then Specky Clip came around. Now we're going into hammerless swamp. So. So we're almost done with Meridia, thank goodness. Wasn't as bad as it could have been. It would have been nicer if we could have gotten that poor space jump that's still sitting in the library. And at this point, we're probably never getting, because this doesn't open anything because we've done everything.
It's not going to do anything, yeah.
And I will, if I were playing this, I would be very sad because I would not be picking up that space jump either. It's my favorite item. Wait, what? Oh, no, wait, what have we not? Has Flipheal, somebody did Mama Turtle.
Flipheal hasn't. Okay.
Okay,
Eykir's
there's
one that
still
looked
one
at
more. There's still one more.
Actually,
2 more
Flipheal.
checks for. Oh my God.
Nope, okay.
In some sense, I'm a little surprised that we've gotten these full clears of Meridia from Link to the Past players. Because, like, get the flippers and go do your stronger game. All right, we are... Okay, there's the reset from Flipheal. Back to the portal, the save room that really doesn't get used a lot. It is occasionally used for, like, an X-ray check or a stray X-ray / waterway.
Yep.
You know, some set of checks like that. Okay, our runner is going to be done with Meridia at the same time. Again, Flipheal still with the slight advantage of our 2 runners on restream because there's a fire rod sitting in waterway, and eykir has checked every single item in Super Metroid except waterway, and does at some point need to get back there. And I say between our 2 restream runners, we do have 11 other runners playing the same seed. And the top 8 will get into the bracket. And the other 5 may choose, if they want to play an alternate bracket. Okay, and the first thing we're going to do is check that book, because we went to Shacktool for it.
Want to see if this time sync was anything at all.
And we've got, I mean, we're almost synced going up the mountain to do this book check. The good news is the Bombos check is right near Swamp. So
Yep.
I fully expect we'll see. I would expect Bombos first, but like Bombos second would be fine too. Both did a nice mirror portal to not grab the single rupee. Shout outs to that.
That.
Simultaneous and it's missiles. Okay, we're gonna flute away, and I'm guessing Swamp Swamp and Bombos Tablet. We just don't know which order. Okay, never mind. Flipheal's not going. Where's Flipheal?
They don't have hammer.
They don't have hammer. We've
been discussing
we've been discussing this, and we're 2.5 hours in, and we still don't have a hammer. 2.5 hours in, and we still don't have a hammer. So we still can only use this one portal for all of the Dark World. Actually, Flipheal could have gone to. No, he couldn't have, because you can't. Because yes, you can jump into the water, but you can't jump out of the water on the swamp side of you. So that Aga portal doesn't even help him. And oh, by the way, all this, no boots. Do you have one of our SM Super Metroid commentators saying, why would we have boots? Why would we have boots? And yeah, we're gonna
straight
get
for the tablet.
Yeah, you got the book in terrible spot. You're gonna check it.
And everyone ideally want to go mode swamp if they can.
Okay, well.
At least it wasn't
Can we
reserve.
reset back before we check?
Unfortunately, they did a game transition, so it's saved. Oh boy.
Now, I do wonder if at some point eykir goes back and gets that tempered sword that's sitting there that he knows is at the GT kill. He got it and then took a death and did not go back.
Well,
and
it
get
did not
yet.
pick up charge either, so it'd have to use it more supers.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess he didn't pick up charge. Think he was going to reset anyway, and then picked up a book.
So they're both going to do swamp. The first check is the only one that's going to be logical,
Right.
but there still could be progression behind the hammer in here.
Right. So we're still looking for a Quake medallion. So if the hammer isn't here, it could the Quake medallion could still be here.
Yeah, but if they find Quake, they can finish this dungeon and go mode the
And
rest
yeah,
of
they
it.
don't have to touch a thing if they find Quake.
Which they will after they check left side. I'm very positive
You're
of this.
calling it? Okay, you're calling it. All right, small. We
That's
got
the
our small key.
guaranteed
We
key.
have to get the small key because that's how this game works.
And his hammer right here. If not, we can assume it's a knife.
Head shake number 1. Let's go for head shake number 2. And there it is. One right after the other.
Wow. And they still have to clear swamp.
Yes, they still have to clear swamp because we don't have a Quake medallion. But yeah, shout outs to Specky Clip because without Specky Clip, we're doing hammerless ice. I'm saying right now, this is a hammerless ice check first, and then we're going into swamp.
There's still no boots.
And we still don't have boots. Boots could just be in GT, and in which case we'll just never get them because they're in GT and it's fast Ganon, so we don't have to go there. And shout outs to the Vanilla Compass.
Yep.
I do fully expect at go -1. Well, Flipheal's still go -2. I fully expect to go -1.
No,
Sorry,
eykir's go
eykir's go -2. I fully expect Flipheal to do just the back first. Eykir potentially, always not. Yeah, is just going straight for left side.
The correct choice in all situations.
We'll see.
I was a little worried there. I saw a yellow circle.
Get shield. I mean, Flipheal's not going to be happy about that one. Flipheal is a notorious shield hater. To the point where we might see him. I don't know if he's enough of a shield hater to stand outside Swamp Palace, wait for the enemy there to grab the shield from him. I do know players that will do that.
They should never play Z1R.
So Flipheal will have an easier fight here because of the tempered.
Tempered is going to make a difference.
Okay,
on this.
so we're about to find out whether Metroid MSD is right or whether left side swamp is always bad. Check one.
Always. I like how these are the only options here.
And the map.
But look, eykir's going to do this dungeon more efficiently because he did it now. Flipheal's going to come back in.
You think Flipheal's going to come back? I wouldn't come back in. I now have full ice to clear.
But you have left side right now.
I'm going to ice.
If it's in left side,
I'm going to ice.
Flipheal, this is the wrong
I'm
choice.
still going to ice. And Flipheal apparently agrees with me.
I don't agree with Flipheal.
Even knowing that there's nothing there. And the worst part is we don't even have the big key yet. So for
Well, it's in the
eykir
big
side, I don't
chest,
think
though.
we saw that. Yeah, we didn't see the big key. So it'll just be in the big chest. But like, there's always the concern that you're going to get the big key in Argus. And then do you go back in for big chest? Is that your play?
That's not left side.
Okay.
That's irrelevant. Well, we do have Turtle Rock open, too. We have a hammer,
Yes.
we have bombos.
Yep.
But the problem is you don't want to climb the mountain. Actually, no, it wouldn't be a
Well,
problem.
it's not as bad because
It's fast scanning.
because it's fast scanning. But
I think I would have checked Turtle Rock first, then on the chance I could go mode ice.
I'd rather go mode. I mean, Turtle Rock is
A
not,
TR
isn't
go
a
mode
great
isn't really-
go mode, but I don't know. I could see either one.
Look, you have a bad opinion on left side swamp. You'd rather
No,
do ice.
I'd rather
You'd rather full clear
okay.
ice instead of being able to potentially
You're
go
right.
mode.
When I was thinking in terms of full clearing, doing ice before Turtle Rock, I was thinking in terms of not fast scanning. And if it's not fast scanning, then I'm absolutely doing
Oh,
ice. Between
if it's not
Turtle
fast,
Rock.
you definitely do ice.
But if it's fast scanning, you're right. Doing Turtle Rock first is perfectly fine. I mean, it's 6 items if you count Mimic Cave. So.
And then go mode and TR is basically identical.
Yeah, I
just-
mean, it doesn't change that much. I mean, maybe you can skip the big key chest type thing. So.
Yeah.
But I'm doing one of those things. I'm doing one of those things before I'm going into left side if I'm Flipheal. Now, for eykir, isn't going to get go mode
Still
either
missing
one.
2
It's
items,
still
yeah.
missing that fire rod.
So eykir's Turtle Rock's actually really bad.
So let me think about this for a second.
Okay, there's go mode.
Yeah,
for
go-
Flipheal.
Yeah, Flipheal, go mode. There's that Quake over in the big chest. eykir,
Gonna pick up the cape.
you know, that's reasonable.
We'll make him more capable.
So yeah, so eykir is going to go ahead and do ice.
Gonna do ice and get
With Bombos, this is going to be fine, but we are going to get a full clear of ice from eykir. We're going to get a full clear of Turtle Rock from eykir, which, you know.
eykir can't full clear Turtle Rock without fire rod.
All right. Okay.
We'll
well,
full clear Meyer though.
Yeah, is going to full clear Meyer, which is kind of awful.
Yeah, depending on the big key.
Yeah. Might, God. So after eykir full clears Meyer, is going to
gonna have Waterway.
a choice of Waterway
Or go
Fire
TR.
Rodless Turtle Rock. That is so bad.
Yeah, do you? If you're presented with the situation,
I would have
what do you
done
do
Waterway
first?
a long time ago, so I'm probably doing Waterway.
I'm not sure I would have.
See, here's why pendants and crystals and boss items is bad. Because if it wasn't for the fact that TR is an SM boss, I would do Waterway into Mother Brain because I can just beat SM. But I can't do that because Turtle Rock
It's a boss.
is
Super
a
Metroid boss.
Super Metroid boss token. So that's not great. eykir also can't can't do cannon early because Skull Woods,
Is the
which we also
crystal.
need the fire rod for, is a crystal. So
Yeah, this whole chain is just really bad for eykir right now.
yeah, this whole situation with the speed booster is just like Flipheal staying in Link to the Past, where he's and we can see it is much more comfortable. At the very beginning of the game is just continuing to pay off for him. Ideally for eykir, you want the big key in a bad spot so that everybody else is also getting the big key in the bad spot and clearing almost as much as you are. Okay, well, the first chest is just a small key, so we're not in the God Mire yet.
I'll do a little bit of looking.
And typically, if you can hover, you'll do
You just
this
do it right
first.
here.
If you can't hover, which of course is the case when you don't have boots, you do the other chest first. Now, you could also have the question of do you do Turtle Rock or do you do Misery Mire first? And again,
This I don't think
it's like
matters
6
as
of one,
much.
half dozen of the other. Since we don't have to do since it's fast scan and you don't
I do
have
think
to
TR
worry about it.
over ice made sense, but this when
I-
TR at this point wouldn't go. I don't think.
There may be some, yeah. I mean,
I mean, obviously it wouldn't have paid off because go mode was on ice, but
okay, eykir's about to get to go -1 with the Quake.
okay. So not a cutscene chest for the big key.
All right, good. Yeah, so Flipheal is going to go ahead and finish this. We have silver, so this will be a super easy fight for him. And of course, again, without that tempered sword, eykir is going to have a slightly worse cold stare fight than Flipheal did.
And without the fire rod.
Yeah, exactly. Without the fire rod, without tempered sword, he's doing a good job of it, but it's a much slower fight.
All these things that happened really snowballed into this.
They really have.
That was a joke because it was cold
Because
stare.
it was cold stare, and cold stare is
It
like
works better when I
okay.
explain it. So now eykir's going to follow into Mire. Have to full clear this, looking for fire rod.
Yep, and that's not going to be there. Now, I don't know if we saw one item. I don't know if we didn't see
I
the
don't
other
think we
item.
saw
We
that.
didn't see, well,
It might be on Vitreous.
yeah, but if it's on Vitreous, then
You're full
eykir it's a
clearing before.
gamble. And eykir has been, except for going back to Waterway, has been full clearing most things. So,
Yep.
and usually we just have a small key on Vitreous, and sure enough, there was a small key on Vitreous.
Yeah, Mire keys are basically irrelevant.
You don't need any. Like, you literally don't need any in practicality to clear the dungeon. The 3 small keys do logically open up the right side. 2 if the big key is over there, but do we actually need any? We don't, because yeah, it's one of those weird dungeons, and Ice Palace is the other. Ice Palace actually has 2 key doors behind the big key, and that's why Ice Palace key logic is awful. And kind of the same thing with Mire, because for some reason there is like a 25 rupee room off the dark room in the Meyer basement that most people have probably never seen. And that's why that's why Key Logic and Meyer is awful. At least in Ice Palace, if you completed the game as intended the first time you played it, you probably learned, or maybe you don't remember how, but you did figure out how to get through Ice Palace without things like Ice Palace bomb jumps, icebreakers, and Canis Maria. All right, entering Turtle Rock.
Which is going to look very similar to a non-go mode Turtle Rock.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully it's not a vanilla big key chest. I mean, actually, for eykir's sake, maybe a vanilla big key wouldn't be a terrible thing.
Yeah.
We're not gonna see Mimic Cave from Flipheal regardless. We will see it from eykir.
Oh, we do have Spike Cave
If he gets
still.
that far, we don't know if there's a small key in the first chest. If there's an item, big key, map compass, in the first chest, this is we're doing these two first, which is a little bit faster if you're doing
Okay,
all. There's the big key, so
There's
we
a little
don't
bit
have
of a little bit of time gain.
yeah. So we'll be able to we'll most likely be able to skip lava chest and big chest.
So as long as this isn't a key.
Right. If this is a key,
The
then
next two
eykir
aren't
could
keys.
be in trouble. Okay.
Welcome to 2 hours and 50 minutes in. You can now actually.
You
it's
now
like,
play the
okay,
game.
please finish the seed now.
And you don't even have GT to run through.
But at least eykir won't get stuck going through a lot of TR.
Right. Yeah. He'll get the boots and be able to do boots checks. Oh,
This
no.
is that's the worst item that could have been there.
There's 2 items behind those boots that eykir now can do before going back to Waterway.
A map would have been so much better. This is.
Yeah, the big key there, because that still would have knocked him out, and the boots could have just been over on that right side where
Yeah.
you need the fire rod,
Just
and it would have
flip
been all
those
good.
two and it would have been fine.
Now, eykir could still choose to go to Waterway before going to Turtle Rock, so I believe those are his options.
He has Spike Cave too, with the hammer now.
Oh, right, we have Spike Cave now too.
Yeah,
'cause
I'm
we
the one
have
who
a-
remembered it this time.
Oh, you know what else? We also have hammer fakes.
And I think you check all those before you check Waterway.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Now, as a reminder, since this is a qual, we will when Flipheal's done. But we also we have 11 other players playing the seed. eykir though gets to keep going.
Yep.
So like what you normally see on these restreams is you'll have one runner will raise their hand, the other runner will forfeit, and they'll shake hands and be done. eykir gets to keep going.
Yep.
I mean, you could forfeit and just decide not to play after this.
After this seed.
After this seed, I'm not sure I'd blame anyone for not playing. Oh gosh, we have someone explaining Flipheal behind me, explaining that Flipheal killed Agate to do Pyramid Fairy. Guess what else eykir has now that he has that hammer?
Oh no.
Yeah, he didn't do Pyramid Fairy, trying to avoid the Suitless Meridia play. Like Flipheal tried his darn best to not do Suitless Meridia, which turned out.
eykir's not going to TR.
I was about to say it turned out to be required, but like
Oh, is this
there is a world in which you fake flipper to the back of Meridia.
There's still one item in pod on the boss.
God, there is an item in pod
And
in
the
the boss.
ped
And there's
pool.
Ped. Okay, we're checking Ped.
Twice the value.
We're
Yeah, he's gonna check
checking
this.
Ped. Okay.
This at least would have given some direction had this been Fire Rod.
And that would be a missile. So
I mean, it's kind of fire-like. I don't think Link can use it, but could try.
So, like, this could, I'm guessing this will be hammer pegs. Like, at least if he went to Turtle Rock, he could go faster. Like, and those boost checks aren't even that terrible.
They're not. King's Tomb and Bonk Rocks are right next to each other.
Like, seat, like, if you just go by what Flipheal's down, this is definitely in the category of a seat that I call, what I like to call it, special.
Yeah.
But it's getting so much worse for eykir in that definition of special.
Why are you picking up Plasma now, Flipheal? What?
Well, I mean, he didn't have charge beam before, so figures. But you got like 60 super missiles and 100 and some odd regular missiles. This is not worth.
This isn't a Link to the Past player.
Did
Playing Super Metroid. Oh. This is just getting worse.
It's a seed that keeps on giving. Okay, we got a Ganon fight. We have a Ganon fight.
There is a Ganon fight.
There is a Ganon fight.
eykir's going back for a big chest in Thieves Town.
Oh no! Did we miss a map and compass that? Oh gosh. Okay, maybe there is an item there. I didn't think there was.
So
I thought
maybe
so too, but
eykir should just check the map to see.
this eykir's in. I need just to check all the places and what else have I not done. So the fact that he's checking this worries me. Like, the first thing I would have done with that mushroom is turn it in. I'm not entirely sure why he didn't turn that in.
Oh, just saw there's a
Okay,
map.
just realized.
Yep.
Okay, good. So we're out of here. We have a mushroom turn in. We have an item on Helma. We have
Yeah, eykir's not happy with this.
no.
I wouldn't be happy with this. Either.
No, this is
This is all bad.
this is awful.
Not turning the mushroom in yet. What's... Oh, the bomb.
Yeah, this is big bomb.
2 items. Yeah, this makes sense.
Two items, and then maybe you take this into pod and kill Helma.
Yeah. Could see that. Although I think you flew to the mushroom first. It's a little bit quicker. And then flew back down.
I mean, you could leave a mirror portal wherever, so that would be fine.
Well, if you flew to 5, you've got a portal right there.
Well, there's
They have a
that too.
hammer now, so
They have a hammer now, so now we don't have to worry about all that stuff.
Yep.
Oh, we're getting space jump. Why are we getting space jump?
There's literally terrain left.
Okay, I mean,
Plasma,
I love
space jump art.
Space jump is my favorite item. I am not getting space jump here. It literally saves no time.
This is...
And we're doing SM for. I mean, it doesn't matter. We could do either one first, you know. No, we did. Sorry, never mind. We did Ganon.
Yeah.
Ganon is
Ganon
dead.
is dead. So.
I just the space jump play just threw me.
I mean, it could just be with SMZ3. You normally have you're normally very loaded, so maybe just comfortable with a full loadout. But space jump really doesn't do anything.
Yeah, we got to turn on Plasmon because that's how the game works. Okay, eykir got his missiles out of Pyramid Fairy and is turning in the mushroom now.
Then I'm assuming it's a pod check. And then maybe Spike Cave.
Maybe Spike Cave. I wonder how many other people found the book at Shack Tool, or completely missed the fire rod in Waterway. Like, yeah.
Everyone who went to Shack Tool did not reset that. And then was extremely disappointed.
And this is the Spike Cave Chef from eykir. Oh, did you
Just dying right before.
Oh no, that's rough.
Can respawn right back on the mountain. But
Yeah, with full health, you don't even need to use the blue cane or a cape. I don't know how much health he had, but you need 14 hearts to survive Spike Cave without any kind of safeties.
do you think Flipheal's going to do a baby skip?
No.
Maybe he got the space jump to do the spring skip.
Maybe. But he could surprise me. He's going for it.
Got a good setup.
Okay, never mind. He's definitely practiced this before. We might get it now. I changed my answer.
Now,
Well, I mean, because
Okay.
there's evidence that he's going for it and he could get it.
that's
There we go.
nicely done.
done.
And Spike Cave just being 20 rupees is. This is not the free down back.
No. This isn't even Zep skip. We're just
Okay,
we did
at
the
least
spring ball
this,
skip. Awesome. I'm a big fan of the spring ball skip.
That is a very easy zip skip to do.
And to be fair, it doesn't actually require spring ball, but we still call it that for reasons. And eykir is about to get his boots. I get 2 more checks to go to that are still not the answer.
Then there will be a water.
And then, well, there's nothing else.
I
that
don't think there's anything else
There's
for
literally
eykir.
nothing else that eykir can get that opens anything else.
But I think the same exact set of events has probably happened to more than just eykir in this.
Oh, probably.
So when that happens, you just hope your execution was just slightly better so you're able to finish in front of some other people. And we going for our stand-up. Maybe this is why they got charged.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
I don't think it was worth it.
No,
but
no. Plasma getting the amount of time it takes to get that plasma beam is not worth the
not
amount of
worth it, no.
time that stand up saves.
There's the
And
boots
there's
for
the
Ike.
boots for eykir. Now you can play the game and do 2 checks.
Now that you have 2 checks left.
You have 2 checks. Is your fire rod there? Not unless we had accidentally put 2 in the pool. We have literally checked everything we can check in both games that isn't behind the fire rod, and there really isn't that much behind the fire rod.
really
It's just Turtle Rock and Skull Woods. Missiles at Bunk Rocks.
Now it's just King's Tomb.
Well, I mean, we knew it wasn't.
I was really hoping it was
Like
going
a
to be
sword,
ether.
a sword would have been nice
A sword would have been.
because eykir knows where there's a sword, and like,
It's really not fast enough to go back and get it though, because you have to refight GT.
yeah, you got silvers, you got a cape. Yeah, it's probably better to just go with the Master Sword Silverless. He's capable of doing that, or Master Sword Silvers. If it was Silverless, then you 100% go get that Tempered Sword.
I'm not sure you do. I don't think that's faster.
Silverless, Master Sword Silverless is
Over
slow.
refighting GT, warping to transitioning, getting it transitioning
you,
back.
you could get your super missiles. Okay, we're gonna do Waterway. We're finally 3 hours, well, 2.5 hours after Flipheal got his fire rod at Waterway. eykir is finally going back
Yep.
and gonna pick that up. And at this point, he knows this is the answer because
Yep,
there's
there is no other.
nothing. There is literally nothing else to do. In the meantime, Flipheal is going to finish.
Yep, we'll finish and lock in
Yeah,
his
we
time.
actually have to pay attention to this time. With an official race time of, we'll call it 3:05:31.
Yep. Get your GGs in chat for Flipheal. And again, there is no elimination here. eykir still has to go and get a time posted for himself. Yep, there's the fire rod for eykir.
Yep.
eykir.
Yep. And yeah, can't even go do Mother Brain at this point. Has to
Yep,
has
has
to
to
go
go
in
back.
Turtle Rock. Has to go do Skullwoods. Really doesn't matter what order you do it in.
It's irrelevant.
Yeah, it just doesn't matter. But also, like the other bad thing about this location is it's really far away from any portal.
It's, yeah.
And this is probably not the closer portal to go to.
At this point, it's all bad.
Yeah, yeah, and Flipheal taking a well-deserved drink of water there. And we'll wait for eykir to finish, and hopefully both of these runners will talk to us. But we'll recap it right now for Flipheal since he's finished. And GG's to you, Flipheal. You got speed booster before Brinstar, which meant you could check Waterway, which meant you got the fire rod. About 2.5 hours later, eykir last location the fire rod at Waterway.
Oh, ouch.
Oh.
And that was an ouch from Flipheal.
I last located super severity, but who doesn't?
Yeah, and Flipheal saying, I last located Sulis Meridia, but who doesn't? So, I mean, that's fair.
Well, this portal does get you close to TR.
Yeah, no, that's fair. If you're deciding TR before Skullwoods, this actually works pretty well. So I actually won't say that this is the slower
It's
way
not
to go
the
because
worst.
it may actually be faster. I don't know.
Oh, he never got the. Or actually, wait, where did I get my. What sword is eykir?
He has. The only sword he doesn't have is the GT sword.
Yep.
He got it,
We
and
don't
then
know where the fourth sword is. In all his extra checks, he did
I think
not.
we do know. I think it has to be in GT.
Okay, I mean, that's fair. That is, well, it could be in Turtle Rock. I don't think we saw,
Okay,
like
we didn't
Mammoth
see
Cave.
everything
We
in
didn't
TR.
see everything in TR, and we're not going to see everything in TR. All right, so while eykir's doing this, I'm going to start shouting out some of the finish times we've had. So finishing in first place with a time of 2:48.52 is Ace Zero. In second place, we got Gamachu. Let me find that time. That's not in this location. I should have been more prepared for this. Gamachu finishing with a 2:55.34. In third place, we have, going back to the other spot, we have Solski with a 2:59.07. In fourth place, we have Maniacal with a 3:00.57. So that puts Flipheal in fifth place so far with 3 more spots to go.
A little bit of a sigh of relief there.
Yeah, I had no clue how it would go. Like, I last paid to Meridian, but I did it as efficient as I could have, so who knows. Something like that.
Yeah, we got people filtering up. I see Maniacal here. Yeah, I'm going to say it again. The word special comes to mind for this seat.
When it finished,
That wasn't a plan, though, right?
No. I'm not that creative.
when your top finisher takes almost 2 hours 50 minutes, it's a
Yep, yep.
special is the correct word.
And this is also why we don't have GT in this, because we just add like 5 to 10 minutes to everybody's time. All right, heading over to Trinex. We'll see if eykir decides. We'll probably also go straight to Ganon from here. Still has to do Skull Woods.
Yeah.
Thank you, Link Force.
Still has to get that Super Metroid boss in Skull Woods.
Yeah. Yep. I mean, could reasonably do Ganon before Skull Woods.
Good.
Could reasonably do Super Metroid before Skull Woods. Skull Woods is a crystal.
Yeah, you're not doing Ganon right.
Yeah,
This is the Super
okay,
Metroid
so
boss.
I think I might have, now that I think about it, and this is all hindsight after we've seen all this stuff and I had whatever discussions. I think I might have just gone ahead and done Skull Woods into Ganon fight, then do Turtle Rock, reset from there into SM. But like now I've had too much time to think about it. Would I have made that decision at the time?
I think at this point you're
probably not.
You're
No,
probably
just, not. You just want
you're
to
not
finish
feeling
those
great.
dungeons,
Yeah, you're not thinking too clear.
All right, we got a 6th place finish. MM2 Nest cartridge with a 3:06.15.
So the next two finishers get.
We got two more spots. And with a seed like this, weird things can happen. So you know.
Yeah.
And like everybody in the field is perfectly capable of making it into the round of 8. All right, now let's head towards Skull Woods, where we were again, like literal hours ago.
Yep.
Finish it off. Again, Flipheal finishing this literal hours ago.
Thankfully, this is going to be a really quick dungeon.
Yeah, I mean you just run to the back, light the thing on fire, and go kill, drop down, kill Moth. And then eykir has to decide whether he wants a tempered sword or not.
I'm going to say no. I still think that's too much time. At best, I think it's time neutral.
Yeah, with silvers, I think you're right. Probably hoping to just get a sword on path, but like you said, that last sword's got to be somewhere in GT, which we're never seeing.
That torch was not lit.
Game does weird things. I can't explain that one. I'm gonna do hammer moth because we don't have a good sword. I mean, you know, we could do some sword slashes here too. Could use the fire rod. We're gonna use everything. All right, moth down. We're headed to a final boss. A final boss. There's 2 final bosses, so we got a couple of things still left to do.
Yep. Again, we'll be relatively quick, and then just have a quick 7-ish minutes in terrain to finish up.
Or Turian, if you will. I know you had to slip it in somewhere.
I don't know which location you're talking about. Is this the best portal to use? Is this the best portal to use to get to gaming?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, this is definitely the best. With
Even the one south of Link's house?
Yes.
Okay.
As long as you have, you know, like,
Boots.
as long as you have all the things, right?
Okay. This is new information to me.
No, it's commonplace. I'm trying to. Well, Crosskeys has this a lot. If you have Vanilla Ganon, it's probably that and inverted modes are the most common situations where you would have this situation. Although inverted modes, you have to actually do it the other way because you're mirroring in the Dark World. And
Right.
now, if eykir had been the one to kill Aga, he could have just saved and quit and spawned on the.
True.
But that was Flipheal who killed Aga. And this will be 12 spins per round, and then 4 spins in the third phase, and then finally we get to do silvers, because thank goodness we have silvers.
Is handling this very well so far, though.
Yeah, get some. This spawn right here is a really nice place for Ganon
Wait.
to spawn. We have cape. We can hold on to the wall so the cape doesn't actually use any magic.
That's how life works.
Yeah, is it?
Just hold on to the wall.
Okay, well I'll try that next time I'm getting injured by something.
Okay, it works on if you have bats on fire in your house. There's 3 more arrows left. Hopefully, that's not a good spot for a double.
Yeah, you can't get a double there. All right, that'll be arrow number 4, and we're still not done because we have to go kill Mother Brain.
We're still sitting on 6.
We're still sitting on 6.
All right.
All right, we're going to take a refill because we did not pick up that charge beam.
Yep.
And so we need all, well, we don't need all this
We don't need
ammo.
all that.
But the game doesn't give you an option to stop at the point that you're good. So we're going to have all this ammo, 145.75. We are only missing 1 super missile in the entire game.
Yep.
And 2 power bombs in the entire game. So, because the ammo maxes out at 200/80/50.
So we'll see. After a pretty long gauntlet here, we'll see what eykir's execution is like. After this length of time, it's pretty easy to get worn down and make small mistakes that cost some more time.
All right, it's an interesting way of doing Metroid 1, but it's.
I don't think
yeah,
that
it's
was
gonna
an
work.
accident. Ooh, didn't actually
Oh,
hit
there's one that you missed. Okay, missed one is gonna have to come
There
back
it
for
is.
it. It was kind of
Taking a
hiding
bath.
in the acid there. And we have so much ammo, we don't even need to think about actually picking up the ammo. That happens in SMZ3s,
Oh, yeah.
especially with full clears like this.
Looks like eykir is going to do damage down.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see another baby skip here.
Yeah.
And in fact, it's already started to damage down. I'm not a fan of this getting grabbed because now you have a slower Metroid's Room 4 because you're using power bombs.
Yeah.
There are other ways to get to damage down here.
Yeah.
All right, put everything back on. Get a turn screw attack off for Zep Skip, which, to be fair, with this much ammo, when you have so much ammo that you could choose not to do Zep Skip without Charge Beam and have no real problem, no real issue of soft locking.
Yeah, no, there'd be no issue with soft locking.
No, you're not
ammo
soft
here.
locking. There's so much ammo.
Yeah, supers do not deal double damage to Mother Brain, so 3 missiles equal a super in this.
And crazy enough, with which
Coulda
is
crystal flashed
as
it.
much last locationing, we're still sitting on 6 players. So eykir has a shot at getting in, which I
This chain
was
of
not
events
expecting.
definitely.
Yeah, with his last location as he got, I was not expecting. All right, there's the Zeb skip.
See, the down back clearly works better.
He's not doing. You don't turn your screw attack off if you're
Yeah,
gonna do a down
but
back.
this isn't working.
Oh, I see. I'm not a fan of standing in the acid in order to freeze the Rinka, but you know.
There was just a little bit slow. Yeah, just gonna. Ammo the Zepatites down. Might just. Nope, gonna keep ammoing.
Yeah, and I mean you still got 50 like the 64 supers. You could miss 4 supers, and you could miss. I can't do math right now.
11 combined, so it
You
doesn't
could
divide
miss like
evenly.
another 8, and supplement with missiles. Like this is insane.
Could miss 22 supers. The ammo was covered.
Now, unfortunately, until I get the next time from the race rooms, we're not going to be able to say for sure whether eykir's in or out, because based on the times we've been getting so far, it sounds like they started later than we did. So I'm
Right.
not going to call anything. In fact, I see I see Miss Metroid typing right now. We'll see if that's a finish. We've been getting screenshots of the finishes, so it could also be another screenshot. And still typing, because that's how Discord works. All right, we got a forfeit. I'm not going to call out forfeits, so that person will remain anonymous. And that was what the type. But I see more typing. So, as the baby suicides.
40 shots left. Using the lag corner.
I mean, at this point, you just do the
Take a breath?
Yeah, just do it. Just get it done. However
Hey,
you
I'm a
want.
fan of this.
All right, Bressingham 7th with 3:21.53. So we have to wait until either. Oh, okay, and then we have SP Ridley as our 8th runner at the 3:24.55. That is our 8, and poor eykir just is just gonna miss it.
It was a really brutal chain that he got caught up in.
Yeah, I mean this seed was brutal.
Just a couple rooms from finishing this up, though. Gonna be just about 3.5 hours. It's a pretty long time.
Yeah, we're gonna be. I think we're gonna sub 3:30 by just a little bit, but. And finishing with an official. Oh, exactly 3:30 is eykir. Unfortunately, not going to be good enough to move him into the next round, but well played by eykir, well played by Flipheal. GG's to both our runners. GG's to all our runners.
Yep. You want to come on around here,
Yeah,
Flipheal?
let's get the.
We'll get you both now. Oh yeah,
Yeah, grab the microphone so you scoot over. We can sit. They can sit in between us.
Oh, we'll stand on the microphone.
So, the word I used for that seed was special.
Oh, it was.
Accurate.
And what was worse is because you missed that fire rod that Flipheal had got literally almost 2.5 hours before you did.
Oh, jeez.
It got worse for you because there was nothing left by the time you got that fire rod.
I think I had Helmasaur, and I don't even know if the Helmasaur had
Oh yeah,
anything.
yeah.
Yeah,
You did have
Helmasaur did.
Helmasaur,
That
and
was it. I
Helmasaur
had
did
2
have an
checks
item,
left.
so that was all you had. I
Screw attack was waterfall fairy.
yes.
Yep.
That sucked. That
Yes.
sucked.
Yeah,
Yes.
the
I got
timing of
late,
that
too.
was not ideal. Like getting it before Lower Norfolk might have been better.
That would have been good. I just didn't think about doing it.
Yeah,
They
and both
do a lot
of
things.
you, had difficult Lower North fairs because Flipheal in particular didn't have the plasma beam either, but got through it.
One more there.
Where else do you even go? Like the logically required Agaseed.
Yep, dodge that.
Flipheal could have dodged it too, but decided to go back for the big bomb.
Yeah, just it was in logic to do Pyramid Fairy, and
It was.
I really didn't want to do Zulus Meridia, so.
Yep, don't blame you. And then inevitably we got to Zulus Meridia, which wasn't too bad because you got the gravity suit pretty
It was,
quickly.
yeah, pretty quick. But unfortunately, we couldn't get there until we got to pod. So
Yeah.
late pod, at least for me, meant, yeah, okay, I guess I'm doing Meridian now.
So yeah.
Yeah.
Camera location too. That was.
I mean, okay,
was the
to
thing.
be fair, shout outs to Specky Clip, because just try and tell me you're going into Hammerless Swamp before you're going into Hammerless Ice. Come on.
I probably would have done Hammerless Swamp first because I can go to Hammerless Ice right afterward.
Okay,
Can't
that's
do the
fair.
reverse without like long path.
That's fair.
Yeah, I don't know how I might have dipped it anyway, but because I did still have purple chest and
Yeah.
the one book check into it, so. But yeah, thank heavens for Specky Clip.
I was still looking for Fire Rod and Quake, so I'm like, if one of those behind here, then okay, it tells me stuff. It didn't because Hammer was there.
Yeah.
And
go
and
ahead.
this, I was just saying, this game is awful when you have speed boost, but not high jump. So like,
Yep.
Yeah, you
There were
both
a
had
few-
I was floundering
struggles.
around
Yeah, and-
all beginning.
Yeah, and that got you in the death you took in Lower North Fair because you have to know when not to hold the run button.
Yes.
For your
That
jumps.
one jump is.
And that one jump you don't want to hold the run button, but.
And then I bled so much time. I I jumped into the water, like forgetting I didn't have gravity, so I can't run through there. I like burned like 6 energy tanks. That was beautiful.
That's what caught me in that room. Was, Gray Rose. I couldn't make the jump, and I'm like, I got too many tanks and 2 reserves. I'm not making it out of this.
Yep. Yeah. And yeah, you
Reset.
reset before you die.
Let me get ammo
which, you
back,
know.
so that was good. I probably should have gone down and gotten the fire rod that time. But everyone's out here screaming, "Go get fire rod! Go get fire!"
We actually thought about that. You got the sword on the
Really thought about it.
in the landing site power bomb spot, but didn't then think to go down to. I mean, maybe you obviously did think to go down there and just didn't do it.
I went down there with mortal bombs. I figured I'm going to find the other 2 swords eventually. No.
Yeah.
Well, I found the one.
Yeah.
The other sword I figured I'd find, and it's got to be in GT now.
Yeah, I mean, that's all we have
Helmasaur
left. Or on Helmasaur. Any thoughts to going back and getting that tempered sword?
No, not really.
Okay.
I can do Master Sword just fine. We had silvers, so I wasn't worried
Yeah,
about it.
I was thinking without
it wasn't worth the
silvers,
time,
yeah.
I don't think, to go get it.
Yeah, I was
with
thinking
the fight.
without silvers, maybe go get it. But
'Cause
with silvers, yeah.
Well, because I also did the dumb thing of not picking up charge and then having to keep the book out of.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
book.
the
Oh
book.
my god! Like that was. I mean, the book late book is just so awful.
Late book. And I'm still looking for like 3 things too. I mean, I took that and checked that before Swamp because I need Hammer, Fire, Rod, and Quake.
And then, I mean,
thinking,
good news, bad news.
yeah.
You actually got to use the boots a little bit. Actually, even got to do the boots checks.
Disappointing. I didn't even pick up. I should have picked up the space jump.
The X-ray,
Space jump.
the X-ray.
No, I shot X-rays
No,
several
I
times.
actually, as the #1 space jump lover, I would not have picked up that space jump.
That room right before you fall down to go into the last route to Mother Brain. That's where it's really useful. And I was like, I wish I had space jump here.
Okay, well,
Probably wasn't worth the time
No, I
at
don't
the
think it-
time
no.
there. Just like the going back for the charge wasn't worth the time. Neither was the tempered sword.
yeah, well, with the amount of ammo y'all had, like
Oh,
I
we
was
had
saying,
plenty.
just reset right then and there, and then you went and checked Shacktool and got a book, and it's like, well, nah.
you can't
Yeah,
really
now I have to
can't
keep it. I mean, the
reset,
plan was to
so-
go kill the boss, come back down this way, get charged, go,
Mm-hmm.
and then book. And I'm like, oh, I gotta keep.
Yeah, when those trolley items show, and then you got a mushroom somewhere.
Yeah,
Was
mushroom
Hammer
was
Pig?
at
Hammer
Hammer
Pigs.
Pigs.
Yeah,
Hammer
oh
Pigs.
my
So
God.
it was like, okay, I gotta check that. And the stupid going into Thieves Town and Hera both thinking I still have 1 item left in them, and no, I didn't because I miscounted both.
I think you did have it. You might have had an item in Hera Big Chest. I'm not sure.
I checked the map when I got, or the start menu when I got in there, and I was missing a map. Oh, but it was the basement, so there was an item
There
there.
were- yeah.
Shoot,
Yeah,
It was a missile.
it was a missile.
Yeah.
Flipheal should have.
Flipheal got it.
Well, I'm glad that didn't come back to bite me.
All right. Well, it's late. We're gonna wrap it up.
Yes, I have a race
and-
10 minutes ago.
And
Sorry, is that
any last words between you two? And well, first of all, thank you for playing eykir. We do have the option
pleasure.
of doing the. There's an alternate bracket that you can enter.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm pretty
so
sure I
it-
didn't make cutoff.
No, you actually you came pretty close.
I did?
Yeah, you came pretty close.
Bessie got a few people.
I think
Yeah.
you were 5 minutes off. Was it
Something
about right?
like that, yeah. But thank you for playing, and I know we'll see you again.
I'll be back, and yeah,
And-
we'll see about the playing the other 4. But otherwise, there's lots of tracking to do this weekend. So
Awesome, and you're one
Go
of
to
our
that.
great
and can
trackers.
share Flipheal on when he
And
wrecks
give
this
Link
bracket.
Force a little bit of a break, or maybe you can both track. That works too. Flipheal, you got in.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Is that good or bad?
I'm excited.
Okay.
I've been putting in some work, and it's fun. It didn't make it last year, so to get a little further, it'll be fun. And I just want to say it was fun getting that one trick at the end of Torian with the blue
baby
ball.
skip?
No, not the baby skip. The blue ball. The
Oh,
blue
I
stuff.
didn't even notice it.
It's not run ready yet, but that was the first time actually doing it in something. So
Okay, cool.
I'm sorry, I missed that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's gonna do it for us. But
and then I guess thanks for comms and tracking this
Yeah. And-
terrible
Also,
season.
thank
putting
you
us
all
together
for
on here.
playing. Like when you all signed up, I immediately said those are the 2 I want on the stream, and it worked out pretty well, I think.
Yeah. Big shout out to Link Force for tracking. Cause
Yeah, Link Force,
They're awesome.
the true MVP. And yeah, so again, good luck to you, Flipheal. Thank you both for playing. Thank you to Link Force. Thank you to Metroid MST for joining me, / Shy Guy, for joining me on commentary.
Yes. Thank you.
We'll bid you good night, and the next SG Live races will start tomorrow at I'm assume 8 a.m. I don't know what's on the schedule, but there will be more races from SG Live on the schedule. Check the schedule. Tune in early tomorrow morning, and we'll see you all then.